Alrighty, Nationers, we are here. Wow, why does the music... Oh, I know exactly why the music's so loud. The music sounded really loud when I first started playing it. Who wins... Okay, let me make sure to connect to the TikTok chat. Who wins day's game? Love doing this every single day. Or every single week, by the way. I just like doing it. It's so much fun. Just doing like who wins today's game as a poll. I absolutely love it. I'm also watching the Jets versus Falcons right now. This game looks like it's going to go to overtime, given that these teams are not great right now. But I'm kind of hoping that the Jets win. I'm surprised that this game is a lot closer than it is, because the Falcons, they don't have a bad secondary, but it is a little rainy there. But nonetheless, Nationers, we are here. We are back for our Week 13 matchup. The Raiders are going to be taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in SoFi Stadium. It's great to see you guys back here, back at it for another live stream. I hope that you guys are doing well. Most importantly, doing swell. Nationers, I need to pull up the play-by-play for this week. That ball hit the ground. No way that ball did not hit the ground. But Nationers, I hope that you guys are doing well. Oh, man, we have a 125 starting matchup today, Nationers. By the way, Dylan, I am not on Twitch right now. I am just on YouTube and on TikTok right now. But, Jordan, great to see you in here on the YouTube stream. How you doing today? But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, by the way, Jordan. Great to see you in here. By the way, Damien, what is good? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. I need to pull up the play-by-play for the game here, Nationers. Just so we have it, so you guys can see it in the bottom right-hand side of your screen, of course. Fantasy-wise, Nationers, we are looking good. We are looking good. By the way, Seth, big win for the 49ers. Yeah, it was a huge win. I kind of figured, I mean, they have been beat up all season, but they find ways to not just win, but win very handily. But Seth, welcome in. Dylan, yeah, we're probably going to be live tomorrow. Liam, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. What do you got for the Broncos game? Who do they play today? Oh, they play Washington. They're absolutely winning. There's no way that the Washington Commanders beat the Denver Broncos. But Brian, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome in. How are you doing today, Brian? Welcome in, Liam. Thank you guys so much for hitting that follow button. Right now, I'm watching a barn burner of a game. It's actually genuinely so bad. It is actually so bad, by the way, Nationers. It's 24-24 right now with like 17 seconds left. And I genuinely just don't know what to make of what is happening right now. The game is so bad. But yes, Dylan, we should be live tomorrow. Hopefully you guys like the Christmas tree. I set up a little Christmas tree. Yes, I figured that the Colts would lose to the Texans just because their defense is so good. I figured that would happen. I did not, what is it? Colts have obviously lost, yeah, 2 now because they lost to the Chiefs last Sunday, lost to Texans. I would have thought that they lost to Texans. They have a freaking good defense. And so proud of my Hoosiers. I hope we can beat O-State. Any thoughts on Indiana? Cage, that's awesome. I don't know much about college football. I don't really care to watch college football a whole lot. Saturdays I'm working a lot, so I'm typically not watching a whole lot of college football, but watched a little bit of the Indiana game, maybe like a play or two, but I can't say much more than that. But Dylan, thank you so much for the 20 roses, by the way, my guy. And yeah, the Rams losing today it's a little shocker. I don't like the Carolina Panthers have probably been the most like, what do you call it? They have probably been like the most inconsistent team. You know what I mean? By the way, Manny, what is good? How you doing today? Great to see you in here. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well. By the way, Manny. I know, not a crazy win. Yeah, I think that they're probably legit. I think matchup wise, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes. Because I think if like the Pats do play like the Texans, it's going to be a little rough, but they might be able to pull off a win. But I generally think that is a really good team and whatnot. By the way, Phantom, I wouldn't really call those an upset. The Rams is definitely an upset for sure. I wouldn't call the Colts an upset, though, in my opinion. But home games have been defended against LA. Yeah, Vrabel was a really good hire. Wandell or Gainwell? Well, I don't think the Giants play today unless they play Monday. Yeah, I would probably put Gainwell, only because Buffalo's defense is really bad against the run or passing running backs like Sean Tucker, or like they let up like 2 touchdowns for like 100 yards out of like a third string running back. But yeah, I glad that Woody Marks, man. I know that he's been inconsistent like fantasy wise. I mean, mind you, I don't watch a whole lot of Texans football, but the times that I have their defense, and like I only know that like that Colts matchup against them is not an upset because the Colts defense is like freaking good. Or not, excuse me, the Texans defense is freaking good. Like it is really good. So I'm not too shocked about that. Like I woke up and saw the score and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. You know, I wasn't like, what? I looked at the Rams game and I was like, what? How did Carolina put 31 points up against them? Yeah, it's not something that I'm like crazy over as of now. But Nation, I hope that you guys are doing well. It's great to see you guys in here. I hope that you guys have had a great day today. I also need to get the Chargers rosters here, Nation. That's something that I also need to do. That is something that I need to do. So we're gonna have to do that here in a sec. 49ers have a better record than half the NFC. Why are they number 7, bro? Yeah, it's honestly simply because of the division. Simply. That's like simply it. It's actually crazy. Because what does that playoff picture look right now? I mean, it's going to be absolutely scuffed just because half the games have played. But yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah, they probably will jump the Packers, and the Seahawks, depending on the Seahawks outcome today, but they're playing Minnesota. So I guarantee they'll win. I guarantee you they move to the 6th seed though, Adam. I guarantee you they do. I guarantee you that. That's probably my estimate there. Because they technically have one more win over the Packers. The Packers already played. Which I guess they kind of fluctuate a lot. I know that half game tie against the Cowboys is going to help for them a lot, but I'm not like too crazy into it. Hold on. Okay, perfect. You need the Steelers to lose. They are playing Buffalo. It is very possible. Buffalo's also been an iffy team. Like it's not that they've been, I mean, partially they've been inconsistent, but nothing has changed over the season that's like given me the bug where I'm like, oh my gosh, like this Buffalo team's gonna struggle. You know what I mean? Like they have not given me that look. I mean, I just figured that their schedule was gonna be pretty tough too. Let me find my game here, Nationers. Let me find my matchup here for the week. But Nation, hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know that there was a bunch of football games then, but whatever you guys had planned for the weekend, I hope that you guys had a great time with family. Hopefully you guys had a great time spending time with loved ones and all of that good stuff. By the way, Bailey, welcome back. How are you? Am I going to be streaming the game, Octavio? No, I'm going to be doing play-by-play. But yeah, time for the Raiders to give up 50 sacks. Let's hope that Khalil Mack doesn't like dislocate his elbow again. By the way, Luis, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's going to be a very interesting game, I will say. It's going to be a very interesting one. Because there's always something, and I guess, mind you, it happens more with head coaches, but like whenever a team fires like a head coach, like they're unstoppable. Like it's absolutely crazy. Mind you, the Raiders have not fired a head coach. They fired their offensive coordinator and Chip Kelly. And now there was a bunch of speculation about like some of the things that he was calling, like whether that was incomplete plays, like literally like setting the Raiders up for failure. I've heard some speculation about that. Obviously, I don't have an earpiece in. I don't have insider knowledge about that. But there was some speculation, maybe more just rumors than anything. But nonetheless, pretty crazy if true. I would not be surprised. But it's one of those things. I know that most teams, you know, it's especially the Raiders. The Raiders make a lot of the same mistake a lot of the time, where let's say this: we hire a coach that somehow has worked themselves into 0 starting jobs anywhere else. But we're like, you know what? We'll take a chance on them. We'll take, you know what? Like when they deserve a shot. Like we did that with Josh McDaniels not long ago. Like, you know what happens. It should be a good game, by the way, Domingo. And do the Bears? No, the Bears already played. They already played the Eagles. I'm not surprised about their win. The Eagles have been so shaky this entire season. I'm not surprised that they won that game. I love that Brian Johnson just took off his shirt to feed the people. Raiders going to win 34-10. So you're telling me right now, Juju, you're telling me right now I could just lock it in. I could just lock it in. I don't even need to touch the score after this. That's what you need to tell me? It very well could be a blowout today. I would not be surprised. But yeah, the Bears, the only one the Eagles put up is number 1. Domingo, hold on. Let's just read your message here. Yeah, the Bear is only one. The Eagles put us in number 1. You're talking about like number 1 seed. Because technically they're tied right now with the Rams. Which, who would have freaking thought that they're tied? Who would have thought they're tied? That's actually freaking crazy. Here's the thing though. The Rams have the Cardinals win. The Lions iffy, Seahawks iffy, Falcons win, Cardinals win. So they're at least 12-5 at least, right? Let's look at the Bears schedule. I think they have a slightly easier path because Packers, Browns, it's just going to be a good defense versus like a pretty good offense. So let's say they split the series against the Packers. So 0-1, 1-1, 2-1. So they're now 11-4. 49ers iffy. I'll give them the win. So that's going to be 12-4. They very well could also like stay at 12-5. But yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Unreal. Like they absolutely had no business trying to win that game. That's what I'm saying, Johnny. It's just like, it's not that they're terrible. It's just like you kind of play for draft picks at this point. That's also interesting, Adam, because 2 other spots are going to be taken up by NFC West. So it's like, who's going to be that last playoff spot? Daddy, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Do you think Allen is going to have a good game today? I think so. I think a lot of people look at that Steelers defense and are like, wow, like the Steelers defense is always good. They haven't been great in a handful of years, especially in their passing department. I mean, Joey Porter, I think Darius Slay's on the team, if I'm not wrong. But they've also let up a bunch of yards. How can the Lions make the playoffs? Luckily, as of right now, Adam, they're on the slight outside looking in, right? But they're the first team outside looking in. That's important to note. At 7-5. Now, Tampa Bay, the interesting part here is how the Tampa Bay and Carolina games are going to go. That's going to be very interesting. By the way, who tried? 56 just show the game. Unfortunately, 1 cannot. 2, the game hasn't started. So, kind of hard to show the game when the game hasn't started. So, yeah. Unfortunately, for anyone that doesn't know, showing games are illegal. There are people that are going to show it. If you would like to watch another stream, no hard feelings. I'm just not going to show the game. So, yeah. So which team needs to lose today to give the Lions leverage? When does Tampa Bay play? Oh, they're probably on a bye. Are they on a bye? No, they won today. They won today. Carolina winning does not help, but Tampa Bay, because that NFC South is going to be interesting. But yeah, okay. A lot of people show the games though. That's fair. If a lot of people show the games, they show the games. But yeah, it is highly illegal to do that. I don't own any broadcast rights, so that's not something that I'm going to do. You're not going to change my mind on that. By the way, Keelan Payne 779, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. I know, JB. It's like, I mean, I still look at the Rams as like still legit Super Bowl contenders. Like they lost one game today in a long time. Phantom, thank you so much for one heart. Me much love out to you. It's like the Broncos have looked iffy. New England, it's like how are they gonna fare in like Drake May's second year? Not much playoff experience. Like the Colts, like yeah, they looked good. They're kind of fizzling out towards the back end of the season. I kind of expected that going into this. Like Pittsburgh's going to be a wash in the playoffs. How is Jacksonville going to fare? Like, how are they going to fare? Like the whole AFC side's a little shaky. NFC side is also just like that, but that's even more of a bloodbath. Colts frauds now. I wouldn't have looked at them as high Super Bowl or playoff teams. Like if you're looking at them as like Super Bowl bound, I question a lot of what you guys are like, what you would think. Offensively, like a lot of it stems from Daniel Jones. I love Daniel Jones. I was never really high on him in a lot of other places, but would you start Quinyon Judkins over DK? I would start DK. But excuse me, are you talking about Quinyon Judkins? No, because the Browns played. You're talking about Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson probably has one decent good play. He just hasn't had any good games in a long time. Bro was a Hubble Raiders fan. Thank you, Xander. Thank you, by the way, Bailey. I think Eagles going to be first-round exits. It's going to depend on their matchup. If they play like the Seahawks, they're going to have a tough time. I genuinely believe that. It's going to be a highly gunslinging offense. Mind you, they run more than they pass, surprisingly. But when they pass, they are really good at it. Oh, it's totally welcome in. How you doing today, my guy? Great to see you in here. But Nationers, we do have the game starting up here in a split second. Watching a few things here. Ashton Gentry this season is 166 yards on 604 rushing attempts, or yards, that is. 166 rushing attempts on 604 yards. Playoff Sean going to lock in. Yeah. He should be good. JD, welcome back, by the way. Eagles O-line sold by parlay. Phantom, oh God. Phantom, I remember when you didn't even know what gambling was at one point. Oh, man. Now we're deep into it. The Saints almost would have won. We would have been the 2 in the damn draft. Yeah, what is Tank? It's going to be interesting to see what Tankathon looks like after this. We're getting this game started, by the way, Nationers. Not too much to talk about in terms of what we're mentioning here. Giants win tomorrow could be huge for the Raiders. I mean, mind you, I don't think they draft a quarterback. I could see the New Orleans Saints drafting one. I know the Tennessee Titans aren't. So like Tennessee and the Giants aren't drafting a quarterback. It's really going to depend on what the Saints do. They already played today, right? Or do they have a bye this week? No, they did play today because I have Chris Olave on my team. Alrighty, Nationers, here we go. The Raiders are getting the ball to start off the game. Already a fumbled snap off the kickoff return. Dylan Laube set to return this one. He passed the 35 down at the 38-yard line. Let's go, baby. Let's go. But yeah, it's got played by another girl. I'm sorry, totally. Hey, it's never too late to just focus on yourself, my guy. Get into the gym. I promise you. I promise you. I've been doing that. It's been great, man. But yes, Amon-Ra, I know his ankle injury might have sold your playoffs. My sister got 0 points out of him. That was rough. But Nationers, we have a newly rejuvenated offensive coordinator unit for the Raiders. How is this offense going to fare? They're in pyramid formation with Ashton Gentry and his Michael Myers stance in the back. He's going to be taking a run to the right, but cuts it back left, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the first play of the drive. Let's go, Nationers. But how many of the NFC will make the playoffs? Technically 7, Adam. Are you talking about like NFC West? Because that's going to be 3, guaranteed. Allen better get 235 yards. He probably will. He's probably just at that line, to be honest. He's probably just at the line. But yes, hate to say it, I might have to cheat for the Chargers today. Like rooting for or against them, JB. But here we go. Geno Smith under center. Play action. Geno Smith, a little screen pass for Ashton Genty. Going to be batted at the line by number 45 on the defense. Tuli Tupulotu. I don't know. I just kind of want to add some flair to his name. Oh, cheer for the Chargers Day. That's very fair, JB. I do not mind. I mean, the Chargers win is huge, especially for something like that. NFC North, it's probably just going to be the two. It's going to be really tough for the Lions to find a way in. They're going to have to find a way to beat the Packers of all teams. But depending on how the Seahawks and Rams and the 49ers matchups go, especially towards the late end of the season, they might be able to squeak their way in. But I still think they're the first team out. Other than maybe the Carolina Panthers, depending on how they finish up. In shotgun for Geno, he's going to take a sack here. And maybe a fumble. A sack fumble on 3rd down and 5. Nationers, I know that we got a new offensive coordinator, but nothing crazy there. Especially given that the pocket presence by Geno and most of this offensive line has been pretty rough. With Stone Forsythe, what a last name, by the way. Stone Forsythe, he unfortunately is still our starting left tackle right now with Colt Miller on IR. Jackson Powers Johnson is also still in there. And also, let's not forget, Jordan Meredith is out today, I believe. Unless he moved back to center, I'll have to note next time that we're on offense. But we are playing the rookie Caleb Rogers at right guard, by the way. Grab with the Toon. Hey, I'm watching at the gym. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Hopefully you enjoy the play-by-play. AJ Cole set the punt here on 4th and 13 after that 3rd down sack. Strip fumble. Luckily, Geno was able to get back on it. Oh, get on it! Raiders! Oh, please! Yes! Oh, my gosh! Oh, my gosh, please! That's the Raiders! Oh, how do the Raiders not get that? Wow! The Gunners got too close to the punt returner, and it bounced right into the... Oh, my God. You have to be aware, man. Like, that's the one thing... Like, they teach you that in high school football, dude! They teach you that in high school football. Be aware. Be aware. Anything can happen. You don't just because the punt returner did not get it, you have to be aware that that ball is moving. And man, we almost had an opportunity. I swear I thought we had it, but no. Freaking 44, Tommy Eichenberg. Oh my gosh, he hit it out of one of our guys. Damn, I got you, Grant. Yeah. But Prince, thank you so much for that follow button. Justin Herbert under center. Hitting it off to Vidal for a 3-yard run to the left. But Kendall, welcome back, by the way. I know I seen you chat in the YouTube stream, but I haven't welcomed you back. How are you doing today, Kendall? Nation, I need to find a good place for my tree over here, Nationers. I need to find a good place for it that you guys can see it. Because there's not a place that you guys can see it right now. I need to find a place for it because, like, I think, like, right over here would be really good, but my bed's there. That's the issue. My bed is sitting there. Justin Herbert on a 2nd and 6. He's in shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left. Motioning across the motion, number 9. Justin Herbert snaps it. He's in shotgun. Going to take it on his feet, and he's going to get about 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Who's number 9 on their offense? You say that is Trey Harrison, their rookie out of Mississippi. Saw him a little bit in our game earlier this year on Monday Night Football. Obviously, one thing to note is how is the Chargers line going to hold up? This is a storyline that I really wanted to talk about because the Raiders defensive line is not too shabby. Like, they could definitely hold their own against certain runs or even just passing. So how is that going to fare against a lot of different lineups for the Chargers today? Joe Alt obviously out for the season. Rashawn Slater also has been out the entire season so far. Justin Herbert in shotgun on 3rd and short. It's going to go to Keenan Allen. Old reliable, man. Old reliable. This is Doc Hudson-esque levels. Keenan Allen going to get a 1st down. There is a flag. It looks like it's going to be defensive holding. So nothing to shake too much there. Looks like there is a first-year NFL referee calling our game, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool that we have a first-year referee calling our game. Looks like he's doing quite well already. I mean, he was looking that in right away. Perfect spot. Darian Porter, he's been a great quarterback for us, but man, I think a lot of quarterbacks have been able to make a lot of really good throws against him, which Yeah, he's been really good. Max Crosby in on the tackle. It's going to go for about 3 yards on a run to the left again for Vidal. We've seen this a lot. This entire season, a lot of teams have been running to the left, trying to avoid Max Crosby. He actually happened to be on the left. He broke the initial block and was able to get on the back of Vidal, who is deep into the running back room. I think they're playing with Vidal. And what's the other guy's name? Because Hampton's out, I believe, still. I forget his name. I'm sure I'll see him in a bit here. But here we go. 2nd and 7. Raiders look like they're bringing a blitz. Justin Herbert calls an audible here. 3 receivers out to his right. Running back and... Oh, we might have a false start. Is it going to be a false start or offsides? Encroachment. It's going to be on Max Crosby. Jumped the gun just a half second too early. Grant, thank you so much for sharing the live. By the way, my guy Nano, thank you so much for sharing the live. Great to see you guys in here. Hope that you guys are doing well. Probably could have also called that on Adam Butler. Adam Butler was also questionable heading into today's game. Looks like he's going to be playing. Had a lot of people that were questionable this week. Michael Mayer, he's not going to see the field today. He is out with an injury, with an ankle injury, actually. He was out last week. But Michael Mayer, I mean, he's been great, but he's been riddled with injury this season in his 3rd year. 2nd and 7 coming up. Run up the middle for Vidal. He's going to get the first down. Max Crosby with the tackle. Like to see Max Crosby get up the tackles. If you guys have been watching my Raiders rebuild, I just posted the new video, so I know Manny is very excited to see how his Carolina Panthers are doing in that rebuild. But most importantly, Nationers, I do a Raiders rebuild every single week against whatever team the Raiders are playing that week. We are on episode 11, just uploaded. Episode 12, I'll be recording after the stream. But most importantly, it is important to note that Max Crosby has been one of our leading tacklers in that Raiders rebuild. So, with that being said, 1st and 10 for Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense. Inside zone run for... This is the other guy that I was referring to. It's not Vidal. It is... That's not... Who is that? Patterson? I know that's not Cordell Patterson. Who in the world is that? Let's go ahead and check. That is Jarrett Patterson. Who? Who are we? What? What? Who am I thinking of? They had another freaking running back that was paired with Vidal a lot. It's going to be Patterson again on a run to the left. Jamal Adams in on the tackle at our Sam linebacker position. Anytime that we play a 3 linebacker position, Jamal Adams is usually in the game. Allen's already selling. We have a turnover. Let's see here. Yeah, he's got 1 interception. Oh, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough, but... It happens. OVO Cam, what is good? How are you doing today? Great to see you in here. How have you been? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How are things? Justin Herbert, another run up the middle for Vidal on a 3rd and 1. He's going to get a first down. They are down at the 30-yard line. Raiders! Let's go, Cam. Great to see you in here. How has your week been? I know I haven't been streaming this week a whole bunch, just focusing on other videos, but man, it's been a grind, Nationers. We have been going crazy on videos. We've been going crazy on a lot of really fun videos. I posted a video the other day, yesterday actually, talking about like the worst haircuts. I also posted like a short form on the main channel, so hopefully you guys got to check that out. 1st and 10 for Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's in shotgun. A little check down for Vidal right at the line of scrimmage. He breaks a tackle and he's going to get a first down. Very nice for Vidal. Very good play by him. You got to respect it. On top of that, it's been a great week. The Thanksgiving games were good. I was really happy that the Thanksgiving games were actually like so nuts. Like, they were nuts. Like, the Chiefs-Cowboys game. Then you also had the Packers-Lions game that came down pretty much to, like, a possession or two. Then you had the Bengals. It was nuts, man. By the way, OVO Cam 9, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Much love out to you, fandom. Thank you so much for leaving some likes on the live stream. How many likes are we at right now, by the way, Nationers? How many likes are we at right now? Most importantly, another run up the middle for Vidal on 1st and 10 after his check down pass that went for about 10, 11 yards. Gonna be stopped short. Only a yard on the gain here. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. Random vids, thank you so much for sharing the live. I was just seeing how videos were doing and whatnot. Just seeing how they were doing and everything. Analytics. Let's see. What do you think about the game today? Do you think we should win or lose? Personally, I still think we should lose regardless because the Jets move up. Obviously, the Cleveland Browns won last week against us. So we're slowly working our way up to that like top 3 pick. I don't think we get the number 1 pick with the Saints. That's going to be a little tricky. The Giants game is going to be huge for us against them because one of us is going to have to win. By the way, Phil, I wish I wasn't from Oakland. By the way, Phantom, thank you so much for the 9 TikTok Live Fest gifts. Much love out to you. I still think we should lose a lot of these games. I still genuinely believe we should. There's no incentive to win them other than just to, like, appease the fans for, like, the last few weeks. While feeding video time. Feeding Carolina Panthers, Carolina Reapers after that hot performance by BY9. No incentives to be a Jets fan either. That's fair. It's very fair. I mean, you have won against the Falcons, which doesn't say much, but 3rd and 5 here. Old, reliable Keenan Allen on a little curl route, of course. Jermaine Pratt throwing up his fist like it's 4th down. It is not. It is 1st down. Keenan Allen again. Old, reliable Doc Hudson in there on the curl route. He's back with the Chargers after a stint in Chicago. Kind of funny. He just got like a rental in Chicago and then immediately went back to the Chargers. Thank you so much, Philo. Your streaming stuff is top tier. The quality is great. Great fire. Thank you so much, by the way. I'll see you after the Bills game if you're still live. I will 100% be live probably after. We started at the same time. Mind you, we have been burning a lot more clock than the Bills game, so we'll see, but generally I think we should. Justin Herbert play action, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Look into the end zone. Max Crosby on the pursuit. Justin Herbert going to take it on his feet. He's going to get tackled. Actually, he's going to get sacked by Jeremy Chin. For anyone that does not know, any gain of 0 on a quarterback run is still considered a sack, regardless if it is run or pass first. Justin Herbert just taken out at the legs. I unfortunately cannot show you the games, Philo. Who do you want in the draft? That's a great question. We've talked about it a lot. Philo, by the way, thank you so much for that follow button. Welcome to the nation, the realest community on the internet. It's been interesting because it really depends. I think, personally, what the Raiders are going to do, it really depends on what they do with Geno in the offseason. It's going to highly depend on what they do. 2nd and 9 here. Technically gave him a yard. Don't think that should have been allowed here. Justin Herbert steps up into the pocket. Passes off to Quentin Johnson, and it's a touchdown. Whoever I told to put Quentin Johnson in, I hope that they're relishing. I hope they listen to what I had to say. I like DK, but I think Quentin Johnson, their deep ball threat, he's going to be able to get a lot of points today. He already has 9 plus a catch, so 1.6 there, 1.9 there, and a touchdown. So 7.9 points on there. Philo, you're talking about the... For Oakland, we need to draft Joey Aguilar from Tennessee and build a team around him. He's from, the QB. See, I haven't heard anything about Joey Aguilar. I've heard a lot about Mendoza and a lot of the top quarterbacks. I couldn't give you much more thought into the Joey Aguilar guy from Tennessee. I just found out about him maybe about 10 seconds ago. I don't watch any college. I have a really tough time watching college because it's so sloppy a lot of the time. I mean, mind you, like that should be expected. But yeah, it's really tough for me to watch. His story is cool. I just found out about him a few weeks ago. That's interesting. And like I said, I think you still go with Mendoza depending on how high your pick is. Just because he's at least still considered the #1 QB in that class. I think he's got good size, playmaking ability. I mean, he at least plays for a good team, so he's probably getting a lot of really good looks for the most part. So at least for me, that's probably something I would do if I'm in that position. I still think it stems on Geno. Geno Smith's going to be the huge inflection point. And I hate to say it, the fact that he's not been bench cut or just, he's still the starter. Just most importantly, he's still the starter. It says a lot because one of the things for me, why that's so telling is that if they were going to draft the quarterback, they just would bench Geno. They just would not play him. Now, mind you, like injury regarding, like that's way different, but the fact that he's healthy and still playing, I get it. I understand like the valor of playing your starting quarterback and going to try and win games. I just don't think that that's going to be necessarily the goal for the Raiders, I think. I just don't think that that's the yeah, I just don't think that that's what we're doing and whatnot. That's fine. Hey, what is good, Star? What is good? Welcome. I'm assuming welcome back. I don't recognize the profile photo. Maybe I do. It's a little Snoopy dog. But welcome in. How are you doing? And yeah, Philo, for me, college, like, I understand that players are trying to play for an NFL spot. I 100% get that. So you get a lot of really gritty in the mud of things, but things can definitely be sloppier depending on like what team you're watching. And I watch a lot of West Coast teams, so like I don't get to watch a whole lot of SEC or Big 10, Big 12 teams. At least, I mean, I watched a lot of Pac-12 growing up, which I was very blessed to watch, like Oregon and like UCLA and Stanford, all of them be really good. But other than that, it can be definitely really sloppy a lot of the time. Not that the play designs are a little bit more, they're just not like to my liking. So I don't watch a whole lot of college football because of that. Has Ladd played any of the snaps? That's a great question. I think he has. I haven't been really looking at who the receivers are so much. They ran the ball a ton on their first drive. They chewed up a bunch of clock. It was like an 8-minute drive. It was crazy. But yeah, even the California Bears too. But yeah, I'd assume that he's out there. I kind of find it hard that he would not be. Justin Herbert also going back to the locker room for some reason. I don't exactly know why he's going back to the locker room, but this kick return is going to be brought out back to the 28-yard line here. Geno Smith in shotgun here. Trey Tucker in motion. Two wide receivers out to his left. Brock Bowers and Trey Tucker to his right. Geno Smith on 1st and 10. Hikes it. Fake pitch out to Ashton Jeanty. Across the middle for Brock Bowers on a little... Oh, yeah. Past the 50. Brock Bowers down at the 45-yard line. We are in Chargers territory already. Brock Bowers with his first catch of the game going for 25 yards. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, Brock Bowers. He might be like at the 46, but 45 is where they're going to mark him here. Jojo, welcome in, by the way. Here we go. 1st and 10. Geno Smith under center. Runs to left for Ashton Jeanty. Cuts it back. Oh, and he was a good cutback. But man, number 48, Bud Dupree got in there. Was able not even to like shed his block. He like tackled Ashton Jeanty while getting blocked, which is so funny. But like I mentioned, Greg Olsen in his 3rd stint as the Raiders OC. He obviously had time with Derek Carr and all of that. 2nd and 9. Looks like there is going to be a flag, or is there going to be a timeout? Do not know. Looks like there's going to be a timeout by the Los Angeles Chargers, their first of the game, with 3:19 left in the first quarter here. Why do people just come in here and just to be negative, man? Oh, man. I'm Hayden. You played Minecraft, and I just asked you a question. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe I do remember this. This was like last week or something, right? You asked me a question. Was it particular to Minecraft, or was it particular to like streaming and whatnot? Who's the quarterback today? Geno Smith is. Chucky, thank you so much for the 1 rose. Great to see you in here. Geno, I've said this all season, barring any injury, Geno Smith is the starting quarterback all season. I've said it since week 5, and everyone still asks, like, oh, we should put this guy in or put that guy in. He's going to be the starting quarterback regardless. 2nd and 9 here after that 1-yard run from Ashton Jeanty that kind of got blown up after a cutback. Brock Bowers in motion. Geno Smith run for Ashton Jeanty. He's still going to get about a yard. Tartan on the tackle here. Him flipping off the fans doesn't sit well, brother. Yeah, I mean, I don't look into it too much, man. I, like, can't be looking into too much negative energy like that, man. Made a bad decision. You let it go. They talk to him. I mean, here's the thing. All I've seen is the photo of him flipping someone off. I have no idea what his intentions were. I don't know who was in the crowd at the moment. I know we had a home game. Our home games are basically just away games. And so here's the thing. I wouldn't look into it too much, Chucky, man. I mean, if we're going to celebrate Geno flipping off some Seahawks fans, then we let it slide and we don't look too much into it. Looks like there's going to be a timeout used by the Raiders here on 3rd and 9. Early timeouts by both teams, man. How did the Panthers win? That's what I was saying, Hester. I woke up today and saw they were up by 3 against the Rams. Big upset there for the Panthers. I mean, they've been just... I don't even know how to look at the Panthers, man. They're so good one week and then they suck the next. So it'll be interesting to see what they look like next week. But Star, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome in to the nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. I mean, man, here's the thing, guys. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't be putting any energy into negative stuff like that. You know, like he flips off fans, whoever it may be. I base it on what I know. You know, I base it on what I see. I don't know who he's flipping off. People have said it was. I can't make that determination on what I've only seen. I can if somebody shows me a photo, but again, I really do not care. Like it's not the most important thing for me. Geno Smith going to get sacked on 3rd and 9, back at the 45-yard line. It's one thing to have a bad quarterback. It's another to lose your composure. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's been hearing a lot of things over the past week, man. I genuinely just do not care. Like, not to say that you can't, Chucky, not to say that you can't, but like you're entitled to feel how you feel, but one person makes a bad decision, like I can't. I can't. Like I'm not like it's not dictating how I'm looking at this game or anything. But thank you, doctor. Thank you, patient. Probably the Rod Wave luck. He probably got a text from Rod Wave and just was balling out. AJ Cole, punt inside the 10. His incentive, man, is probably going to be pretty crazy. Number 12, Doris Davis at a TCU on punt return. He fair catches it at the 9-yard line. Technically the 8. But yeah, it's been a crazy week of football, man. Who would have thought? Who would have freaking thought? Because like the Jets scoring 27, like it's gonna be interesting to see how Minnesota and Seahawks and Buffalo, Pittsburgh face out. Even Denver. The Green Bay game was pretty crazy. The Cowboys was crazy. The Cincinnati game was crazy. Chicago Bears game was crazy. Miami, that was a barn burner. It was like 9-10 the last time I saw the score. It ended up being 17-21 Miami. I'd like to see the Saints win there. The Raiders make it to 4 wins this season. It's possible. Whether that's going to be a divisional in like the Giants, but the Giants have a pretty good run-stopping defense, and they have a good interior line. I think that's going to be a tough ask to win that game, but it's probably our most likely win of the season. Texans were not winning. I mean, it depends on where the Chiefs are because they're probably going to play. They're going to try and play for a playoff spot. So, yeah, I imagine our next game in Week 18 is going to be pretty rough. But we place the Chargers today. We then face the Broncos. Next week, we face the Eagles. Then the Texans and Giants, or Giants-Texans, whichever. No, it's actually Texans then Titans, or Texans and Giants, because we play then Week 16. Giants Week 17, and then, yeah. It'd be tough. I really do not fathom seeing another win this season, just based on that schedule. Personally. Sorry, Nationers. Big yawn. Did not get a whole lot of sleep last night, but we are still here. We are thriving. How was your guys' Thanksgiving, by the way, Nationers? How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Was it good? What did you guys have? Obviously, a bunch of great football game slates that day, so it was really fun to see. Dude, that Cowboys game was wild. It was crazy. It was so crazy. We were watching the game cast of it, By the way, Bree Young, Beto S, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. How are you doing today? So great to see you in here. Here we go. Trey Lance going to come in for an appearance. Justin Herbert, he went to the locker room, so we're going to see a little Trey Lance action here. Third overall pick back in the 2020 draft, 2019. I don't remember when he got drafted. But regardless, going to be a tackle at the line of scrimmage. I don't know why they do this with backup quarterbacks. They just have them run the ball. Yeah, Justin Herbert, I think he might have hit his hand.
His helmet, then that left hand goes back down. Hard to see exactly.
Yeah, I think it was his left hand. Jeremy Chin's helmet had hit his right, yeah, his right hand. Interesting. 2nd and 10. Trey Lance slinging it out to Harris. He's going to get about 8. Who scored for the Chargers? Quentin Johnson did on a 9-yard touchdown. Thanksgiving was light and relaxing. Very nice. Very great to hear. We had a pretty relaxing one. We went over to my aunt's house, and that was a ton of fun. Got to see the family. Got to just have fun. It was so great. It was so great. But yeah, I also did not get a whole lot of sleep that day, but it was good. Why can't I show the game, Dom? Because that's illegal. I don't own any broadcast rights. But here we go. 3rd and 1. Trey Lance under center here. Madlock in at fullback here. It's going to be a run for... Oh! It's not going to be a run, is it? It's a fumble on the snap. Can the Raiders get the ball? There's a flag on the play. Looks like there was a false start offense. It's really going to depend on who has this ball. It looks like they're going to call the false start here on 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 6 is going to be the call here. But there was a false start. The fumble. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, technically Adam Butler caused the false start. So technically, it's a false start on the defense. Why do all these people on live do it? There's no consequence to it. But doesn't mean that there won't be or will never be. It's technically illegal. So, yeah. Had a honey Dijon ham. Oh, man. That sounds amazing, man. I'm a huge ham fan. So, to hear that is lovely. Going to be a run for Vidal. He breaks out. He's going to get a first down on 3rd and 6, man. Down at the 20-yard line. Gives him a little bit more breathing room. Vidal been great for them. Lad McConkey is in the game, by the way, for anyone curious. But yes, thank you so much, by the way, Bryce Young Beto. I'm glad that you had a great time as well. Nice and relaxing day. Did a lot of shopping on Black Friday and Saturday, so I have a whole bunch of gifts like right under that Christmas tree. I have a lot. It's been a lot, but nonetheless, yeah, Dom, a lot of people show it just because, one, there's no consequence to it. Not to say that there will or ever be, but I'd rather not take the risk of getting fined or, you know, I show my face. I just get play-by-play, which is something that I really enjoy. So it's the best of both worlds. So, yeah. I mean, I know that there are people that do it. I've watched streams of people showing movies or, you know, even games themselves, but events. I'm sure that they don't care, but I'm not putting my face to games, you know? And plus, even if I did try, just so that you guys can see, it's blacked out anyways. It's blacked out. You guys wouldn't be able to see it anyways. So yeah. We are in game break here. Looks like the first quarter has concluded. Second quarter is underway here. We're in game break. Justin Herbert headed back to the locker room with an apparent wrist injury, it looks like. I don't think it's too much to... I'm sure he might be back maybe after this quarter or maybe after this drive. Maybe not after this quarter, like halftime, but once we get out of game break here. Parker M, what is good? How are you doing today? Great to see you in here. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope that you guys are doing well. Welcome back, Parker. Welcome back, by the way, Dom. Boring, put the game on instead. Hey, Rama. So sorry that it's boring. I'm sure that this is also just as boring right now to just watch a black screen. So I don't really know what's more boring. Either you can watch a black screen with my commentary, or you could just watch me in my commentary. But Parker, I'm not bad. How we doing today? I'm glad to hear, by the way. I'm doing well. How was your Thanksgiving? How was your weekend? how everything, they can't stream it off. They can stream it off of Dofu. It was good. I'm glad to hear, Parker. Yeah, and I'm watching on YouTube TV. I bought Sunday Ticket for my dad for his birthday, so getting good use out of it, of course. But yeah, it is kind of hard to show the game when it actually can't show on OBS. So womp womp. We are at a game break here, Nationers. We're gonna flip the field here. Wasted money on Sunday Ticket like you. I mean, I've actually found some really good use out of it. I mean, I watch a lot of games at once. I mean, I also haven't been waking up to watch a lot of games, but I mean, I got the really good deal on it, so I'm not. Yeah, I mean, we've always gotten Sunday Ticket, so it's been good. Who's your college team, brother? I would say I'm an Oregon fan, probably at heart, just because they're probably the closest really good team, and I grew up as an Oregon fan. And I'm also like a track guy, so like college, Oregon are great. So I'm probably an Oregon fan the most. Yeah, questionable with a hand injury. Jeremy Chin hit the wrist of Justin Herbert, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But yeah, I have a Oregon Ducks hat right here and whatnot. I have a few other ones over there as well. But yeah, Justin Herbert questionable with a hand injury after a tackle. 2nd and 5 here for Trey Lance. Rolls out here. There's nobody open. Oh, that's... Ooh, I don't know how that is not a foul. Jeez, basketball. A flag there on the slide. Yeah, Justin Herbert looked like he got his hand hit. Looks a little swollen. Not too bad, though. Your favorite tornado chaser. What is good? It's been a while. How have you been? Next year, I won't get Sunday Ticket unless they prove their worth. That's fair. That's very fair. I mean, the hard part is, like, buying YouTube TV with it. The one thing that they're looking for next year is that they're looking to separate them, which is really nice. Because the hard part is like buying Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, which is not fun. Vidal with a run up the middle breaks every tackle known to man. Oh my goodness! But there's a flag on the play. He gets the first down on 3rd and 1 here. The Fighting Irish, oh, very nice. I know. I remember way back in the day, Chucky, when Notre Dame. Yeah, the Fighting Irish beat us in the championship, man. I remember that. I remember that because my teacher was a Notre Dame fan. But yeah, I agree, Deli. I mean, if I have the money to, like, it's not much to just buy, but it's definitely a commitment every year. Face mask, interesting face mask. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He cut it back, and yeah, Devin White face mask, personal foul, going to be 15 yards tacked onto the end of that run. So they're going to set up the Chargers at the 46-yard line. Justin Herbert might be coming back in. I don't know what hand is hurt. Is it his... It might be his left hand. Justin Herbert doesn't wear any gloves. So I think it actually might have been his left hand and not his throwing hand. Actually, is not too bad. So, interesting to see here. But Tornado Chaser, how have you been? Justin Herbert still taking his time to get back out onto the field. He's not back there. Matlock. Run up the middle for... Looks like Patterson runs to the right, actually, on a little pitch out sweep. Jonah Lalu in on the tackle. Here we go. 2nd down coming up for the Chargers. They're about at midfield. They're exactly at midfield as I speak. Justin Herbert playing with a glove now. Jim Harbaugh. Gino makes me mad. It's been a pretty tumultuous week. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Chargers. I mean, it's so crazy that regardless of who the offensive coordinator is, like nothing has came into fruition. We've had one good play, and that's about it. Trey Lance, run for Patterson. No, actually, a run option. Trey Lance gets about a yard on 2nd and 6. 3rd and medium coming up. 3rd and medium coming up. Here we go. Justin Herbert back out there. Playing with a glove. He was questionable return. I don't think it was too questionable. I wouldn't have looked at it. It's like, oh my gosh, like he's not going to return this game. No, Herbert was just out for about half a drive so far. 3rd and 4 coming up. They were just kind of seeing how the drive was going. They like continually got to 3rd down. And they just never put him back in just because it was like, oh, maybe the drive might fizzle out. But it kept going. So Justin Herbert back on 3rd and 4 here. Looks like there's going to be a pre-snap penalty. Of course there is. Been a lot in this game so far. False start on the offense. So going to bring up 3rd and long here at about midfield. Jamari Salyer, not Slayer, not Slater, Salyer. Yeah, Justin Herbert got hit on a tackle. Looks like his hand a little swollen here. But yeah, he's back in. He's back in. Looks like his ring finger. Looks like his ring finger. Looks to know that Justin Herbert is not married. It's 5 of 5, 39 yards and a touchdown. That's going to end here. I just know it because that's the broadcasting curse. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 is technically what they're calling it. And no, I like Keenan Allen. First down on an 11-yard out route. I wish Carroll started O'Connell. I mean, technically, it's probably what they should do here. Because really, there is nothing to play for. Like, really? But I don't think, no matter what quarterback you put back there, the play calling has been abysmal. The line has been awful, having 2 starters out. I don't think it really matters what quarterback you have back there, to be honest. And I think that, I'm sure he probably thinks the same. But I agree. I mean, it's like maybe just to see. Jared, welcome back, by the way. Fumbled snap. Patterson or Vidal. They both were 30. Vidal going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Yes, we got the tree up, by the way. Hopefully you guys like the tree. I need to decorate it with ornaments. The hard part is this angle for my camera. It's really hard to like see the tree. Because like Sal, at least he's tall. You could see over it. But if I'm here, like you could kind of see the tree. It's like, it's not a lot. Like, I mean, I could do something like that and you could really see it, but gonna be a flag on the defense here. Don't know what the call was. Devin White, unsportsmanlike conduct. Dude, what is Devin White doing? He's like teabagging dudes? Like, what is happening? How did he's the face mask call I get. Like, it happens. You know, nobody's like intentionally doing face mask calls, but what are you doing? Tie the guy's shoe? Oh, okay, so he did a little ground crawl like right over him, and dude, it's a soft call. I mean, people would do it over a quarterback, but I wish Pete Carroll was a little harder on the guys. I feel like he never loses his cool. He just kind of sits there and is like, oh, okay. Like, what's going on? 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Here we go. Vidal to his left, 2 tight ends to his left, 1 tight end receiver to his right. Play action. Plenty of tight ends in the game across the middle. Too high? No, it's not going to be too high. It's going to be the rookie Gadsden down at the 1-yard line. Justin Herbert with a dime to Gadsden. Again, a rookie tight end drafted out of Syracuse. A good tight end I don't know. Wait, what was Devin White doing there? What is... Isaiah Polymalu, man. Isaiah Polymalu might be actually one of the worst rated safeties of like actually all time. Like he might genuinely be one of the worst rated safeties I've ever seen. 1st and 10, run up the middle for Vidal. He's going to get about a yard. Technically, they marked him down at the 2-yard line. He's going to get to the 1-yard line here. I mean, yeah, I'm an Aiden O'Connell guy. I liked the year that we had with him last year. I have no decision making in it. I mean, I'm just going to call it as it is. I still think Geno's going to be the starter. I've said it since week 5, maybe week 4 when people were like, man, we need to bench Geno. I still think we keep Geno starting the entire season. Not enough incentive to not. Run for Vidal again on a little jet sweep. Oh, and it's still going to be, it's actually going to be a loss of a yard again. It's 1 yard closer, 1 yard further, 1 yard closer. So what are they going to call on 3rd and goal here? The Raiders defense has been able to stop the run here. Especially with Thomas Booker. That's not Thomas Booker. That is, no, that is Thomas Booker. In there on the, on kind of the alignment breakup there. But what are they going to call on 3rd and goal here? Justin Herbert in shotgun. Vidal in the game. 3 wide receivers out to the right with fullback Madlock into the game. Quentin Johnson. Single receiver to the left. And we're going to call... The Chargers are going to call a timeout here. Their 2nd of the game. Honestly, I don't think they're going to need it for like the 2-minute. But, you know, it's never great to give up your timeout so early. They use one in the first quarter. They use one in here. What is the Jared Hathaway... what's the VOD channel called? It is Jared Hathaway VODs. Are you looking... What exactly you're looking for on the VOD channel? I might be able to point you there. Jared Hathaway VODs. All one word. If it helps, because sometimes it won't necessarily pull up, do Jared Hathaway, VODs like House Flipper or Jared Hathaway VODs Chunk SMP, I guarantee you'll call up. It wasn't a touchdown, Aaron. He was down at the 2-yard line. I don't remember what day that was. Oh yeah, I meant to get Luna those dates. I just have not. It's I need to give her the cow stream. Probably have to go back and find it. Justin Herbert, 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line, trips right formation. Gadsden, single receiver to the right. Vidal motioning from the left side of Justin Herbert to the right. Kill, kill, kill. They spread out to the left. They're no longer bunch. They get the snap off here. 3rd and goal. To the pylon, and it's picked! And it's picked! Oh my gosh, and it's picked! The Caillou Blue Kelly! Oh my gosh! Jumped the route very well. Could have ran this one back, by the way. He ran this one out at like the 2-yard line. Aaron, thank you so much for the 12 roses. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the real community on the internet. Yeah, Mars, I have all of my, what is it? Well, because all the clips, I date all the clips, so I just have to go back to when I edited it. Shouldn't be too hard. I just haven't done it yet. September 12th. I'll give her the timestamp. Wow. Caillou Blue Kelly with a pick at the goal line. Unfortunately, the Raiders are going to be down pretty much at the 2-yard line, so that's not great, but yeah, I'll have to look back at she just needed the exact timestamp, so I'll just look at it. It shouldn't be too hard because I'm editing all the clips tonight, so I'll just look back at all the clips. But I don't know when the Mars bot happened. Lad is playing. A lot of people are asking why Lad is playing. Was he like questionable going into this game? Parker M, what do you think we'll have to do for the Raiders to be playoff contenders? You have to take the opportunities when you can, because there's going to be a lot of teams here in these upcoming years that, you know, have been consistently making the playoffs and are probably going to start to struggle. Yeah, Ashton's got a few touches. He's got 3 carries for 6 yards, but that's more like 3 carries for actually like probably like 2 carries more for like 10. I don't know. They have actually not passed a Lad so far this game, Swerve. I would not be surprised, but it's going to take 1 or 2 really big plays. He ate us up in that first game on Monday Night Football, so I would not be surprised if they go for it again. I think Ashton Genji will get a touchdown. I'm kind of hoping for it. Gabs, welcome back. How are you doing today? Great to see you in here. But yeah, Jared Hathaway VODs. I know that the Mars bot stream is up, though. I know that it is. But on top of that, what is it? Parker, that's a great question. This draft class it's going to tell a lot in terms of direction. I do not think that any team needs Arch Manning. Jason Injury has 0 points. His game is almost halftime. I mean, big question. He's been targeted. That's going to be the question. He's not been targeted at all. Yeah, he's maybe. Looks like he's playing today. But yeah, I don't think Archie Manning is going to be a good in the big leagues. I really do not think so. Ladidi. Ladidi McConkey. Good, taking a break from editing. Very nice, Gabs. How are you? I'm doing good myself. Raiders, like I said, are getting the ball at the Raiders 2-yard line after the pick by Caillou Blue Kelly here. 1st and 10, Ashton Genty run up the middle. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. He might be able to shake 1 yard here. He might be able to get 1 yard, but I think it's still going to be 2nd and long regardless. But yeah, one of the big things, they were actually looking for Lad on that touchdown, by the way. They were looking for Lad, and Caillou Blue Kelly just jumped the pick at the pylon. He absolutely could have ran that one back too. Absolutely. Caillou Blue Kelly getting his 3rd pick on the season. He had 2 against the Broncos, I believe. If I have that correctly. 2nd and 9 coming up. I'll get back to your question here, Parker. Geno Smith and shotgun. 2 receivers out to each side. Geno Smith pump fakes. Deep ball at the... Oh, Dante Thornton. Is that actually a pick? Oh, my, that might be one of the craziest... I can't blame that on anyone else. That is an oh my God, that is an insane pick. That is one of the crazy. If you guys have ever seen the Georgia pick in college where the guy is like out of bounds, they're going to review it. I don't know if Dante Thornton touched it while he was out of bounds. That is one of the craziest picks I have seen live. Oh my gosh. If Dante Thornton touches that, that's technically a dead ball. And it might be considered a dead ball. But what an insane play if it stands. They're not going to show any replay. They're just going to go right to commercial break, man. It's embarrassing. Oh, man, that's... I know Dante Thornton was out. It's going to depend on if he touched it. Because the thing is, they didn't show any good replay of it. My personal thought is that Dante Thornton touched it. He was the one that bobbled it right back into the hands of Jefferson here. But I mean... It could have been Jackson bobbling it. There's no good replay. There's no good replay. That's still insane if it does stand. Even if it doesn't stand, it's still insane. But Anthony, yeah, I mean, a little mesh concept, little rub routes across the middle. It happens. I mean, yeah. Technically, it is called an interception on the field, but obviously it's a turnover, so they're going to review it. I don't think it's going to stand. I think it was touched out of bounds, but I haven't seen a good replay to confirm otherwise. So, but Mars, hopefully you've been good. By the way, great to see you in here, and Gabs, great to hear. Just want to stop by and say hi. Well, thank you so much. Have fun. Thank you so much, Gabs. Hopefully you have fun editing. I got a lot of editing to do today as well. I got a lot. I also got to book some tickets for me and my mom to Zootopia 2. It's really embarrassing around my friends being a great friend, especially being a great Raiders fan. I mean, I've lived through the highs of the Raiders fandom. I've lived through the lows that we're in now, but yeah, I mean, the luck just to bobble it. I still think it's not going to stand, but technically it is called an interception, so they need to have some evidence to refute that. So... I mean, I still think that Dante Thornton probably bobbled it out of bounds. Oh, you saw it last night? Very nice. Yeah, I need to see it. Me and my mom want to go. So, yeah, I think it'll be a ton of fun to go and watch it. We need to have a little movie time. It'll be fun. But yeah, I don't know why. This is the whole thing. Why do we go to game break on turnovers, man? Why do we? It's so unnecessary. You know, it really is so unnecessary. It really is. It really is. Sorry, they sure did not get a whole lot of sleep last night. But here we are. Derwin James is technically on the sideline. I have a tough time considering that. Oh, Gene Starr. I mean, technically both Dante Thornton and Jackson both tipped it. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Amber alert. They're going to call that an interception. I don't think it should have stood, but they're going to call that an interception. I don't think it should have stood. I think Dante Thornton's hand is still in there. Even though that Jackson's hand was the one that batted it back to his teammate. I don't think that should have stood. That is a crazy pick, mind you. Second down after the run up the middle. Justin Herbert back to pass. Looking at the end zone. Too long. Just over the head of Keenan Allen. 3rd and 6 coming up. Keenan Allen looking for some PI, but both of them were using their hands to give it a little shove. You know what I mean? Give it a little shove. But, yeah, nothing too crazy there. Yeah, you probably could have called it. I mean, I think if the ball were more on Keenan Allen, it'd been better, but ball was right over the head. Eric Stokes in on the coverage there. Here we go, 3rd and 6. What is going to happen here? How is Justin Herbert going to respond after the invalidated pick that he threw at the 2-yard line? Trips right formation, one to the left. Quentin Johnson, of course, a single receiver. Justin Herbert in shotgun. Vidal picks up the blitz, and it's going to be somehow caught by Keenan Allen. I have no idea how he caught that ball. There was 4 people in the area, 2 by each team. He somehow gets the ball, and it's probably a half ball short. Okay, how is this one going to fare here? 4th down. Not even 4th and 1. This is 4th and inches here, Nation. As of course, that Chargers offense is going to stay on the field here. 4th and inches. How does it fare? Justin Herbert in shotgun of all things. Run up the middle for Vidal. And we get a stop! Why are you not under center, Justin? How are you not under center doing a QB sneak? Not even a tush push, a QB sneak. Raiders defense holds. What was Jim Harbaugh calling there, dude? What was he calling? Why are you in shotgun on 4th and inches? Max Crosby, Adam Butler in on the stop. Crazy. I genuinely don't know how that was a pick. Well, no, the one thing is that Dante Thornton was still touching it. Because his ball, so imagine this is the Jackson's hand. I always want to call him JC Jackson, but it's not his name. It's Dante Jackson. Imagine this is his hand. His hand's still over it. Though his hand goes up and hits it into the teammate, Dante Thornton's still out of bounds. I mean, mind you, they're all wearing white gloves, which doesn't help. But I still think it would have went off Dante Thornton's hand as well. Not that technically it's kind of funny because we throw the pick, then we hold them on 1st and 10. We hold them, we turn over on down. So we got better field position anyways, which is like the luck for that to be the case. But welcome in, Dad. I need Ladd to get 5 receptions. He was looked at once, but unfortunately not was picked off. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But Wiggles and Nesties, welcome in. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Both of you, welcome into the nation, the realest community on the internet. Yeah, Ladd McConkey has been targeted once, and it was a pick at the goal line. So 5 receptions. Seems like a lot of people need 5 receptions for 50 yards. It could happen. I mean, mind you, he's one of those guys that could get one reception for like 25 instantly, given the style of play that he has. So Jared Hathaway, I can't remember your middle name. I found it after looking so hard. It's Lynn, Lynn. If you guys have seen the Nation of Merch promo that I had, you guys might know, what is it? The line in hallway and whatnot. I searched every September VOD, Minecraft VOD, but wasn't able to find it because it happened during a Marvel Rivals stream. Why are they running the ball? Is Justin Herbert scared to throw now? I wouldn't say he's scared to throw. I mean, I'm sure he's still testing out the hand a little bit, but it's on his non-throwing hand, so with the injury that he sustained. Jared Lynn Hathaway, you made my life so hard. You could have just asked me. I didn't make your life hard. You made your life hard. You could have asked me my middle name. I'm right here. Oh, man. But yeah, I also think that not a whole lot of the receivers have been getting open, other than just like on long down yardage, which has not been the thing. I meant the VOD, not your middle name. Oh, you were looking for Marsbot on a... Oh, you were looking for Marsbot on a stream. But it happened during a Marvel Rivals stream. Well, look where they're... they're probably... here's the thing. You got 30 days that you can look at most. I don't like the rest because they don't call anything in favor of the Raiders. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Who is our line? What happened to Caleb Rogers? Who is Maffey? Who in the world is Maffey? I don't even have it on my roster. At right... Who the fuck is this dude? Who is Maffey? Ashton Genty cuts one back. He's going to get 5. He's going to get 6. He's going to get 7 yards. No, technically it was 2nd and 7, so he's going to get 5 yards. Antonio Maffey. He is our second string left guard playing right guard right now. Jordan Meredith is out. That was something that I needed to look at. What happened to Caleb Rogers? Why the hell did he get pulled? What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. J2, what is good? Welcome in. Luna watched me go crazy. If you had waited 3 hours, it's either you wait 3 hours and I get it to you, or... I mean, I don't know when the Mars bot happened. Across the middle for Jack Betch at the 40-yard line on 3rd and 2. Good for the rookie, Jack Betch. To be fair, I don't know when the Mars bot happened. So, like, I couldn't have helped you there either. I mean, you put the hard work in. So, I don't know if I made your life harder because I probably would have... It would have just taken longer. So, it would have just taken longer. First 3rd down conversion for the Raiders there on 3rd and 2 at Jack Betch. Ashton Genty, little run to left. He's going to bust one open for about 9 yards on 1st down. Past midfield here. For reference, it was the brand new Marvel Rivals season VOD. Really? Was it actually? I don't know how it would have been that. That must have been a super long stream because when I typically play Marvel Rivals, I'm not doing a whole lot of other things. So, kind of interesting to say the least. But I would have been able to help you either ways. I would have looked at every Minecraft stream. I wouldn't have remembered, especially nearly 3 months ago. 2nd and 1 coming up. Geno Smith under center. Pyramid formation again. It's going to be either play action or a run to the right. It's a run to the right. 1st down for Ashton Genty. He gets another 6 yards. Oh, it was a 6.5 hour stream. That also makes sense. Because I'm not playing Marvel Rivals for 6.5 hours. Oh, here we go. Is that going to be Gainwell? That is not. It's going to be Jalen Warren run up the middle. Jalen Warren with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here we go. Justin Herbert still gathering his thumb, his index finger. So I don't know what exactly happened. I know it happened on a tackle, but thought it was the helmet of Jeremy Chin. Another pyramid formation, run up the middle for Ashton Genty. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's somehow going to rise up like Mufasa, the Lion King. And he's going to get 3 more yards out of it. Here we go. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. That's what they're going to mark it as here. Greg Olsen again, our new OC here for the Raiders. After we relieved Chip Kelly of his duties of being a duty OC. 2nd and 8 here. Minimal pass rush. Oh, off the hands of Trey Tucker, and it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. Mullen, the defender in coverage here. Elijah Molden, that is. Excuse me. Molden. What is going to happen here? What is going to be the call? It's going to be pass interference defense. I got to see the play to see what it is. It was off the hands of Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker looked decently open, so either it was a really bad PI call. Yeah. He got the shoulder pads when he broke out, which, I mean, technically is a PI. It's a soft PI, but I get it. I'm sure if they don't throw the ball to him, it's not a PI, but, or any sort of PI, of course. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the Chargers 29-yard line. How are the Raiders going to respond? Play action here. Trey Tucker going deep for Brock Bowers down at the 5-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Very nice. His 2nd catch of the day gets him into the red zone for the first time in this game. Dante Thornton, what the hell are you? What type of route are you running? Nearly ran into Brock Bowers. I still have no idea why Dante Thornton is still like a receiver that is in. So, with that being said, Brock Bowers at the 5-yard line. Raiders offense, first time in the red zone this game. Probably the first time in a long time. 1st and goal. Geno Smith in shotgun. Ashton Genty to his left. 3 wide receivers out to his left. Jack Betch, a single receiver to his right. Looks like there might be a blitz here. It looks like they're just going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Oh, user unknown. If only you knew how to spell. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Unfortunately, no matter what, I cannot show the game. This is what the game looks like. As you can see, the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Chargers have all the lineups. Fortunately, there's no difference. You can tell me all you want. That's what you're going to get. So, oh, boo-hoo. Sorry, I'm not showing the game. I'm sure there's many of other people showing the game. The fact that I'm not showing the game and you're still asking for me to show the game when there's other people that are probably showing the game, your decision-making is flawed. I'll just say that. What you should do is not waste your time typing 2 different messages, telling people to show the game, when you could just continue to swipe until you find the game. I don't know. I don't make your decisions. You spend the time how you want, but that unfortunately is not something that I can do. What down? It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Raiders looking to score after a turnover on downs. Andrew Billings fan, thank you so much for joining into the stream. How you doing today? How are the Raiders playing so far? They played very sloppy, but they have not given up. Offensively, they've looked really rough. This is by far their best drive so far. I will say the pick shouldn't have been a pick by Geno. I still think it was out of bounds, but I'll believe what I believe. They called it a interception, so technically it was an interception, but I don't believe that. On top of that, yeah, they probably would have just punted that anyways, but then the Chargers turn it over on downs. Defenses look kind of solid against the run. It'll be interesting to see how it looks against the pass. I mean, we got a pick, we got, you know, a turnover on downs, so it's been a little choppy. The Chargers have definitely played to us, and we've definitely kind of played to them a little bit. So it's definitely a lot more even, but it's not like a complete blowout where the Chargers are absolutely destroying us. Their first drive absolutely destroyed us. They took like 8 minutes on their first drive. Potentially, I'm hoping that they give this one to Ashton Jeanty on like a screen pass or something for my fantasy. I mean, mind you, I'm going to win fantasy, but just for Ashton Jeanty's sake. Geno Smith is trash. We need a better quarterback. I would agree. We do need a better quarterback. I know. Brock Bowers, he's had 2 really good plays that have gone for 20-plus yards. So, very good on him. Very excited for him. I love when he gets the ball, man. He just makes plays when you need him. Especially my Raiders rebuild. He is a safety net for me on like 3rd downs or just when I need a play. Ashton Jeanty, pitch to the left for him. Cut it back. No, gonna take a loss of 1. Yeah, they sniffed that one out right away. Not able to set the edge from the offensive line. Defensive lead, the Chargers were able to get there. Yeah, I know. And Jack Betch on 3rd and 2, man. Make a trade for Mac Jones, little bros. Well, I mean, I don't think Mac Jones is going to be any better than what he is now on this team. I don't think a lot of issues are so much the quarterback issues. I think a lot of it is the O-line issues. You see that with the run game and a lot of the pass game. I'm sure you just don't watch any game to say that, though. So Herbert was good, asking because I have him for rushing yards. I mean, he's been handing the ball a lot, off a lot. He had a hand injury on his non-throwing hand. That yeah, it's interesting. No, don't get me wrong. Mac Jones has been great for the 49ers. He's held down the fort for the 49ers for a handful of weeks. Don't get me wrong. Kyle Shanahan is also a QB-minded quarterback. So let's put our thinking brain together. Like, if Mac Jones were to go play for, like, Mike Tomlin, he would absolutely suck. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's a QB system. Hence why Mac Jones looks really bad on a lot of other teams. By the way, Matt, thank you so much for that follow button. Welcome into the nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. Why are we talking about Mac Jones? I don't know, Matt. Maybe because there was a BBG Texas, Baby Girl Texas, decided to say we need to make a trade for Mac Jones. Timeout. Yeah, timeout. Who is that timeout on? Raiders. Okay. Chargers are out of timeouts. Very interesting. But yeah. Nothing has happened over the course of like 20 minutes, it feels like. We had 1 play for a -1 yard run, and it's just been timeouts after timeouts. But 2nd and goal here. Raiders, plenty of time, of course. Looking across the middle for Brock Bowers! Oh my goodness. Brock Bowers with the tutty. Wide open, mind you, across the middle. Mind you, Brock Bowers feeding families for generations. Maybe, I hope so. He's feeding all the Thanksgiving people. Brock Bowers, touchdown. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. 124. 124. BB TD. Very nice. Touchdown. Daniel Carlson with a point after attempt. I'll get the score right here after the point after here, Nationers. Just so I don't have to make 2 changes. Perfect. 7-7 ball game, baby. 7-7 ball game. Not bad. I have him on passing yards. Oh, I'm sure he'll open up. I'm sure, knowing that the Raiders secondary, I mean, they played well so far. I mean, they got the pick in the red zone. But I think he'll start to open up for this offense. Raiders need to feed Bowers. Yeah. The hard part is that he's by far our best receiver. I mean, imagine your number 1 receiver and a bunch of mids, right? I mean, mind you, I don't think like Jack, again, rookies, right? But Tyler Lockett, like not in his prime as he was. Things like that. You're just going to double Brock Bowers 99% of the time. So, it's hard. But yeah, Brock Bowers, he gets a touchdown. They don't have plays for him, it doesn't feel like. Give him the effing ball. They have a few plays. It's one of those things. They just don't have enough for him and whatnot. They don't have like enough variety. It'll be interesting to see like what type of different calls we get with Greg Olsen being as the offensive coordinator this week. But mind you, they're not going to be adding a bunch and whatnot. But yes, Brock Bowers. But yeah, Zach, I would agree. I think the one thing that they've been really good to utilize him is a lot of under routes, where they have a lot of clearing routes with other receivers and they have him go on the under in that tight end position. Those have been great for him. No, I think Bowers is a great tight end. I don't think you can look at this season and look like, man, he like fell off. Like, you know, he only had like 600 less yards, you know. Ladd McConkey is playing. Was he like injured? Or people are like asking, like this is the 3rd person that's asked if Ladd McConkey's playing. Was he like questionable going into this game? He's in the game, by the way. But yeah, I think a lot of those under routes, just let him get the ball, make a play. Have Jack Betch and him cross on a mesh route. Yeah, he doesn't have any yards yet. That is true. He's had 1 target and it was picked at the end zone. They have also not thrown the ball a whole lot. Justin Herbert has thrown 10 times. Perez, what do you mean by second half? Not too sure. That's all you said. But yeah, I think just the deep ball is not great given how much time Geno typically has to throw. So it's one of those things. It's like play to what, like if your O-line sucks, you need to get the ball out fast. Like do something to equate to that. You know what I mean? He is back. Justin Herbert is back. He was back in for that last drive. Every touchdown has been scored by players 24 or younger for the Las Vegas Raiders. Wow. That's actually kind of crazy. So Geno, obviously no rushing touchdowns. I mean, no trick plays or anything. Oh, good kick return defense by them. Wow. Uh-oh, this one could open up. Oh, dude, you cannot get flat-footed there. The Cameron Richardson, what are you doing getting flat-footed? This isn't basketball. You're not taking a charge against Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's an open field to the right side of you. You cannot... Oh, man. There we go. Go Raiders, Pepper. Exactly. And they kept forgetting about Bowers' last drive. Okay. He had 2 good catches. Okay, guys. Mind you, he was not open any of the other times. Anytime that we looked at him, he was open, okay? You're not throwing to a guy that is not open most of the time. Justin Herbert back to pass. Oh, and he's going to take a sack, his first of the game. Technically, yeah, first of the game. 6-yard sack for Max Crosby here. Justin Herbert. Oh, yeah, I'm a little behind here. Looks like there's a false start of some sort. I was a little behind, by the way, guys. Bro, can Genty get a touchdown? I'm sure he can, depending on if the Raiders offense can get back there again. Am I looking at score correctly, Parker? You are. You very much are. How much receiving yards for Lockett? I wish I knew. I think he's maybe got 1 catch, if that. He's got no catches. Okay, that is correct. He's got no catches. So 0 receiving yards, Zapatio. Here we go. 7-7 ball game. Minute and 17 left in the second quarter here. So heading to halftime after this one. How is this going to fare? The Chargers have taken a lot of time off the clock in many of their drives. A 9-minute one pretty much to start off the game, it felt like. So, with that being said, here we go. I'm not going to say anything or just watch the stream. I'll come back in a little bit. Sounds good, Parker. Here we go. Chargers with no timeouts. Raiders with no timeouts. 2nd and 16 coming up. Flag on the play. Not too sure. I think maybe they actually use their last... Oh, the Raiders use a timeout there. 2nd and 16. Deep drop back across the middle for Gadsden. He's going to drop it. 3rd and 16 coming up. Incomplete pass across the middle. Devin White, who's been flagged on 2 personal fouls for unsportsmanlike conduct in a face mask. He gets a stop there on 2nd and 16, 3rd and long. Mind you, Gadsden, I mean, almost got Antonio Brown there on Vontaze Burfict pretty much. But Lonnie Johnson, great to have him back at free safety. Great to have him back. He's been a great addition. He was out with a hamstring injury most of the season, so glad to have him back. 3rd and 16. Can they get the first down and out of bounds? That's going to be huge. Across the middle, no. But Ladd McConkey gets his first reception of the game. Clock is running, though. He's about 2 yards shy. Are they going to go for this? Honestly, not a bad choice to go for this. I mean, honestly... They're probably going to punt it. But they can milk a lot of clock out of this. So really anticlimactic 2-minute warning here. A lot of timeouts used prior to the 2-minute warning. So, yeah, here we go. Chargers' first punt of the day. Had a turnover on downs. Had a touchdown and an interception. 4th and 1. 28 seconds left. How do the Raiders respond here? Deep punt. Deep punt. Where did the ball land? Oh, man. Wow. J.K. Scott with a hang time of like 8 seconds, it felt like. Holy crap. Wow, that ball just hung there forever. 20 seconds left. I think you just nailed this one. I think you go to halftime. I don't think you do much more than that. There's really not much more that you could do than that. I think you go to halftime here, Nationers. I genuinely believe you do. It's the only logical thing in my mind that you can do. I think it's the only thing that you could do. But yeah, Patrick Graham, Max Crosby on the sideline. Yeah. They just take a sack, or excuse me, they just take a kneel, and just like that, Nationers, the Raiders are heading into the locker room. A tie ball game for the Chargers and the Raiders here. Oh, man, what does Pete Carroll have to say here?
Before the half, how do you build on that and extend time of possession here in the second?
Really, our defense all year long has answered situations like that. It's a beautiful job of turning the ball over, and then the sudden change when we stopped on 4th down. Those are huge stops for us. We have been doing that, so it's kind of what we expect. It was great to see us get the ball down the field in that situation. Gino did a good job, and the pass pro was there for us.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
So,
All right, AJ, that's the end of the first half with the score tied at 7. Halftime
by the way,
next after
Nikki
these
Lightyear,
first
what
half
is
highlights
good?
from
Welcome
Verizon.
in. Yes, sir. Nationers has nothing to do with Raider Nation, actually. Surprisingly enough. Like, actually has nothing. Like, I came up that way before I did any of these play-by-plays or even put it together that I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the Raiders. Oh, yeah, Raider Nation. I never actually realized that. Like, not that this is my, not that this is my, knowing about it for the first time, but long before I actually had it. I need to open up a window. It's very hot in here. Nationers, it is game break. It is halftime. 12 minutes of halftime. I need to go grab, Nationers, really quick. I need to go grab my oats overnight. I need to see how they came out. I need a little something to eat, Nationers. By the way, Nationers, I'll be right back. It's chair stream. Send some love to the stream. The chair would love. It appreciates nice compliments. Whether it's the stitching, whether it's the white color, the black outlines. Leave a comment about my chair, Nationers. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my oats overnight. Okay. Here we go. By the way, Elijah, welcome in. Jordan Jetter, what is good? Welcome in. Football Lover 9153. Thank you so much for that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the realest can be on the internet. Make sure I got my oats overnight. They got a new blender bottle, which is really nice. Craig Olsen is the king, bro. I remember when he was our offensive coordinator, like 2018. I know, Lorraine, 7-7. Yeah, I mean, the Chargers have had a lot of miscues, I would say. They had an interception, turnover on downs. Like, how is it 4th and inches and you're in shotgun and do an inside zone run? You just became the Green Bay Packers at that point. So all that to say, yeah, it is 7-7, Lorraine. Love your name, by the way, Lorraine. It's a very beautiful name. Very beautiful name. Let's see. Also, my hip hurts, man. My hip freaking hurts. Oh, this video's taking off, Nationers. Video is taking off. Hopefully, it continues to hold. You guys are fighting the game, but a Niners, but good game. No, I love that, Lorraine. It's been a good game so far. I mean, for it to be 7-7, I'm not too crazy about it. The Chargers get the ball after halftime. So, yeah, Kylie, it's been a good game. How are you, Kylie? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nationers. By the way, if you guys also want to watch on YouTube or subscribe to the Nationer, or to my YouTube channel that I post a bunch of Raiders rebuilds, Jared Hathaway Plus. Look it up on YouTube, Jared Hathaway Plus Raiders Rebuild, or Jared Hathaway Raiders Rebuild. I guarantee you guys will find it. But most importantly, Nationers, I got my oats overnight. This is what it looks like. Kind of messy, but kind of like it that way. Not bad. Not bad. Oh. That is just a bunch of powder. That's okay. By the way, Webstar and Raiders for Life 1991. Thank you guys both so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Ia. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Vivian, welcome in. I gotta leave this page now. Niner Gang A. Lorraine, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that follow button in case you ever want to return Lorraine. Now I shall look at some of the other scores, by the way. Seahawks are up 16-0. Buffalo is down 0-7. JSN has finally got 2 targets. Oh, man. And Max Brosmer. Yeah, I figured the Seahawks would win this game, but I know that their defense is still good. This man got Chargers fan energy. Thank you, Supreme. I guess I appreciate that. But Lorraine, thank you again so much for being here. Thank you so much for that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. Supreme, it's okay. It's okay. You might have missed the mark a little bit, but that's okay. That is A-okay. I'm also eating my oats overnight. Can I finish it in 5 minutes? Probably not. Yes, Lorraine, we are in halftime right now. We have about 5 minutes and 30 seconds until the second half kickoff. But Lorraine, no, you're all good. Feel free to ask as many questions as you would like. Bennett, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving, Nationers. Tell me about your guys' Thanksgiving. What is like your go-to? What is your guys' go-to? Thanksgiving dish. What's your go-to, Nationers? I gotta know. I gotta know. Tamales. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Oh, yeah. That sounds amazing. I love a good tamale. Tamales are great. But yeah, got my wobble wobble. Oh, man. A little tamale. Oh, I can go crazy on tamales. Sweet potatoes. I'm a big mac and cheese guy myself, guys. Like, I can eat mac and cheese any day of the week. Sorry, Nationers. By the way, NalinaMin72, you asked, are you streaming the game? I am not streaming the game. I'm giving play-by-play for the game, but I am not doing any streaming of the game, if that makes sense. One, because it's illegal. Two, just because it's blacked out anyways on OBS, so not much I can do about that. This is what you guys would see anyways. As you can see, Sunday ticket, all of that good stuff. Las Vegas Raiders at Los Angeles Chargers. It's a tough ask. But, Nationers, I actually do want to share with you guys the channel. Now, I know that I mentioned this is where we are watching the game and whatnot. This is where we are watching the game on YouTube here. So if you guys actually want to go watch it, feel free to on Jared Hathaway Plus. This is the channel right here. This is the channel, Jared Hathaway Plus. We're watching the game on YouTube right now. I also just posted my Raiders rebuild right before the start of the game. So feel free to go watch the entire series, Nationers. We have a full playlist full of videos where I rebuild the Raiders. So feel free to go watch it, like I mentioned, on Jared Hathaway Plus. You can also watch all of the watch parties that we've had up to this point, which has been quite a lot, but very much something that I enjoy, and I hope that you guys enjoy as well. But plenty of stuff happening over there. There's probably going to be an imperialism video coming soon, so very excited for that. But again, feel free to go watch on Jared Hathaway Plus. And watch some of the videos on there. Figured I'd promote that while we're here. I'm also eating my oats overnight, Nationers, so apologize if I'm not like speaking during halftime a whole lot. But if you guys have any questions, certainly I do not mind answering any that you guys may have. Heather Dennis, I am not streaming the game. I'm just giving play-by-play. Sorry, Nationers. I know I'm not talking. I'm just also eating at this point. I'm also just eating, so I apologize if you guys are looking for some commentary. We have about 9 seconds until we're back at a halftime, by the way. We are back. Woo! The Raiders are back. What is my favorite team? Underrated, Cam. I'm a Raiders fan. What about 5?
going late in that second quarter.
Oh, we got
and
Charles
a big
Davis.
reason
He's the
why
Madden
the
guy.
play of Brock Bowers.
Certainly, and they complemented what the defense gave them with the fourth down stop, the interception, and then they gained momentum. And look, like any play caller who's good, you know who your playmakers are, and you find ways to get them the football. Brock Bowers is as good a playmaker at the tight end position as there is in the league. Find him, and then what a well-schemed, well-designed, well-executed play to create space for Brock Bowers to work unencumbered into the end zone. Geno Smith with a laser shot, and guess what, folks? We're tied, despite the fact the Chargers controlled most of the first half.
A moment ago, AJ with Jim Harbaugh.
Coach, no one is questioning Justin Herbert's toughness, still playing with that left hand injury. What more might you need to see from a protection standpoint to help him out here in a second?
Oh, we're everybody, all 30 minutes now. And we're going to play as hard as they can, as fast as they can, as long as they can. And
thank you so much, Kizzle. How are you? Welcome in.
The Raiders kind of got into rhythm there,
Thank you so
tying
much
up the
for
game
that
before the
button.
half. What are the keys to stopping them here in a second?
yeah, just playing our game. Be us. Feel good about our guys. How they're going to play the second half.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jim Harbaugh.
All right, there's Jim
I need
Harbaugh,
them
and
to
Justin
take
Herbert will get the
Herbert
football
out.
to begin this
That
second
hand injury,
half.
right?
And
That hand,
Jason,
oh,
what,
man, it's
if
flaring
anything,
up
has
a
to
bit.
change for the Chargers here, knowing the injury that Herbert's playing through?
Well, it's going to be interesting in this second half to
right.
see what he can and what he can't do. In that first half, they had a short yardage situation.
so funny.
4th and 1. He didn't
Alrighty,
get under center.
Nationers,
We saw him
we
hand
are
the
about
ball
to head
off
into
with
the
his
second
right hand
half.
opposed
Third
to his
quarter
left
is
hand
about
on
to get
one play.
underway. Daniel
It's gonna be-
Carlson
We're going to have to see the
set
limitations
to
he has
kick
at the quarterback
off.
position.
The Chargers keep doing the switch. They keep switching so Daniel Carlson can adjust his kick. I think it's a really good idea just to get the ball into their best guy's hands. Darius Davis, their best returner. You need vocabulary. Trey Lance isn't even that bad. He showed improvement in preseason. What? There's no way that you're saying that Justin Herbert needs to be taken out over Trey Lance for Trey Lance to be better. Like, why do you need them? Why do you need Justin Herbert out? That's my question. Because you want to see Trey Lance play? Alrighty. Three wide receivers set to the right. Matlock in motion in the backfield now. Quentin Johnson, single receiver to his left. Play action of Vidal. Going deep. Deep shot already. Going for Harvey. That was actually Harvey, not Quentin Johnson. Gonna be a little over the head. Darren Porter in coverage here. Hey, Droober, what is good? Welcome in. How are you doing today? One and only. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Manny, how many people are watching? Oh, you're saying take out Justin Herbert because the O-line is terrible. And you're saying that he's going to get injured again. Mind you, the hand injury had nothing to do with the O-line. Mind you. Had nothing to do with the O-line. Anywho, 2nd and 10, Justin Herbert slinging it to Ladd McConkey right across the middle. Hard guy to tackle. Jeremy Chin trying to spin him down. He's going to get 7. 72, let's go. Fun run, man. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome into the nation. Daniel, welcome back. Drubert, welcome back. Manny, welcome back. I have not, Daniel. I haven't played Fortnite since August. I saw the Homer. I was watching like a little snippet of it. Fortnite's lost the plot for me, man. I really don't care to play Fortnite other than for like a cool challenge or something. But here we go. 3rd and 2, pitch out to Vidal in the open space. He cuts one back. Jamal Adams trips over his guy. Vidal's going to bust open. Pass to 30, pass to 20, pass to 10. It's a touchdown on 3rd and 2 for Kamani Vidal. Jamal Adams absolutely just tripped. This is so funny. I hope... I really hope that they show this replay. Jamal Adams just, mind you, Jamal Adams didn't really trip over his guy. He bulldozes Jeremy Chin. Like, Jeremy Chin was like on the pursuit and Jamal Adams just pushes. Oh, man, Vidal, what a great run. How far is that? 59 yards. Wow. Kamani Vidal, man, what a play. Tightrope in that sideline. 14-7 game. Early score. Less than a minute. I know I'm saying that too, Mexican Jew. Meatball, shout out you. Now the Battlefield stream when? Oh, we might have to hop on it, man. We might have to, especially with Christmas coming up. I didn't say it was because the offensive line is bad. In general, every game other than he's been sacked many times, and it could lead to another injury. So you're willing to play, you just don't want to risk anything. So do you want to win the game or like have Trey Lance at quarterback? Jarhead, welcome in. That used to be my nickname. Well, I guess it's not a nickname that I ever disowned, but welcome in. AP, SA21, Wes, welcome in. Samir, you cannot live your life in fear, brother. He's been sacked one time this game. I think you're going to be okay. Who scored? Kamani Vidal just scored on a 59-yard run. Great, beautiful run by him, too. Beautiful run. Beautiful run, beautiful run. But welcome in. I need to hop more on Battlefield 6. I do. I need to do like a stream or something like that with our Armand or something. Welcome in, Lisa. Sorry, I just don't like talking with food in my mouth. Alrighty, Nationers. Big series. It's going to really determine the game for the Raiders, I believe. Raiders are not really good at playing down. Callie, thank you so much for that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Nationers, if you guys have not already, make sure to hit that follow button. Join the nation today, the realest community on the internet. It is so great to see you guys in here. I hope that you guys are doing well. First and foremost, Nationers, I do want to take a second to thank you guys all here in the stream. It's been so fun to... what is it? It has been so fun to... see you guys in the stream. So thank you guys again so much for being here, by the way. Breaking. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, you had Vidal in. Let's go, Joey. Very nice. That's very nice. It's gonna be a little 5.9 plus 6, 11.9 points. Oh, very nice. Very nice. But man, I've really liked Kamani Vidal. I picked him up. It was so funny because I picked the other guy up when he was, and then Kamani Vidal did really good, and then they flip-flopped. It was so funny. Because I thought Vidal was going to be running back 1, and then the other guy did really good, and then Kamani Vidal didn't do really good, and then I flip-flopped him, and Kamani Vidal did really good, and then the other guy did kind of stink. That was kind of funny. Showing a little Bryce Young action against the Rams. Kind of crazy for him to throw 3 touchdowns against that Rams defense. I mean, mind you, I don't know, barring any injury, but who knows? Alrighty, Nationers. Geno Smith under center. Play action. Ashton Genty into the flat. Needs to break a tackle. He does. He does! Tight ropes the sideline and absolutely blast number 20, Cam Hart. That was nuts. Ashton Genty hit him so hard that he also got rocked. He just went off him. Like, I know for sure Cam Hart did not hit him that hard. Physics would tell you that that could happen in an elastic collision, by the way, which it was. 2nd and 3. Here we go. Ashton Genty in the backfield. Trey Tucker in motion. 3 receivers out to the right. Run up the middle for Ashton Genty. He's going to get about 2 yards. Maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and short here. Ashton Genty trying to find those yards. Caleb Rogers is back in. Why did we take him out? I don't know why. We took him out for like 2 drives in the first half. Maybe he was just dealing with something. 3rd and 1 here. What is Greg Olsen dialing up here, man? What is he dialing up? 3rd and 1. They talking about Caleb Rogers?
Speaking of hope, there's Caleb Rogers, their 3rd-round pick out of Texas Tech.
Yes, sir.
Finally getting...
Yes, sir. Geno Smith in shotgun. Tyler Lockett in motion. 3 receivers out to the left. Geno Smith going to take a sack. Gonna take a sack by number 45. Tuli Tupulotu with his second sack on the game. Right up onto the left side, man. That's where you're gonna get him. Dylan Parham washed. I mean, you rush 5 against a really bad line. Dylan Parham, man. It might be wraps, man. It might be wraps. It might be time to hang it up. Dylan Parham, man. After your, well, technically you're in your 5th season right now. So, AJ Cole back to punt on 4th and 9. Not a great first drive, but that is very telling at maybe how this might go. Darius Davis, fair catches it out of bounds at the Chargers 14-yard line. Yeah, 14-yard line here, Nationers. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm getting all the powder from my oats overnight. That's fine. %100% C's. 100%. Nationers. Hold on. Hold on, Nationers. Give me a second. Breaking news! Good evening, Nationers. I'm your host, Chachi Ramirez. There is a breaking story coming out of Spokane Valley, Washington tonight. Authorities are reporting that there is a widespread epidemic involving an individual named Jared Hathaway. He was last seen on the corner of a line and hallway wearing a blue hoodie. Currently, right now, the situation is unpredictable. Okay. I'm being told that the outbreak originated at nationermerch.com, and civilians were apparently told to use code EARLYBIRD to get 15% off of their order. Right. Oh, the experts? The experts are also confirming that there are 7 unique designs that are currently on the site. T-shirts are $25, long sleeves are $30, you could buy stickers. Oh, and the infamous blue hoodie is $40. Forensic analysts also confirmed that this epidemic began on November 26th of 2025, and merch orders could reach the tens to hundreds within the next few days. We'll let you know more as this story develops. And cut! Perfect. Want me one of those hoodies. Perfect, Nationers. I hope you guys can hear that. Were you guys able to hear it? I know Bailey probably would have let me know if you guys couldn't hear it, but Nationers, like I mentioned, brand new Nationer merch out now. The Nationer Gamer Club collection is now live. You guys can now order your merch at nationermerch.com to get 15% off your order. Use code EARLYBIRD at checkout to save you guys some money. 15% off of your entire order wherever you are. We also have merch, obviously, internationally, in some locations like Great Britain or the UK or even Europe. So if you guys, wherever you guys live, feel free to go check to see if you guys have it in your area. But nationermerch.com, brand new Nationer Gamer Club collection is out now. Here we go. The Chargers offense back out their Matlock in motion. Yeah, we've seen that play before. That's a run up the middle. That is a run of the middle. We also have stickers. We have hats, hoodies, shirts, long sleeves, crew necks. We also have other collections prior to that, like the Nationer collection that just has Nationer across the middle. And so, Nationers, with that being said, feel free to check it out. I tried to get it as least of cost for you guys as much as possible, without the numbers being either super odd, like 23, 27 or something like that. So with that being said, Bailey, I'm glad that you've been eyeballing some merch. It's a great grift for your Christmas list as well. With that being said, 2nd and 5 after that run up the middle. Justin Herbert. Oh, he's gonna take. Wow, what a one-arm sack? A one-arm sack by Malcolm Kuntz? I don't know if I've seen a one-arm sack. I don't even know what happened. How did Justin Herbert go down there? It definitely looked like a sack, but I wasn't too sure what was happening, mind you. What is this, one-arm sack? Oh, yeah, he got wedged between Malcolm Kuntz and the lineman. Oh, man. That was so funny. I don't know if I've ever seen a sack like that. He like got wedged in between the defensive lineman and the offensive lineman and just got sacked. It wasn't even a hard hit or anything. Here we go. Ladd McConkey in motion. 3rd and 8. It's going to Ladd here. Going to Ladd. Step up into the pocket. Oh, and it's another sack. Max Crosby, baby. Max Crosby with a little somersault to celebrate on 3rd and 8. 4th down. Defense holding up, man. Defense holding up. Somehow. I don't know how they keep doing it, man. Justin Herbert, oh, that left hand. Yeah, no one open. Ladd, no one open. No one open. Yeah, the pass game looked a little rough, at least for the Chargers so far. Is Tyler Lockett even playing right now, bro? He is playing. He has no target so far. But there they go. Back to punt again. J.K. Scott with another punt. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Live is ineligible for recommendation, restricted for search results. Because it redirected users to purchase out. Oh, frick you. No. Nationers. How many people are watching? Can somebody let me know how many people are watching? Because it says live visibility restricted, so I can't even play my merch. Frick you. That's so buns. How many people are watching? Can somebody give me a number? 64? Okay. Partially, I want to restart the live, but oh, that's so buns, dude. That is so buns. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and is restricted in search results because it redirected users to purchase products outside TikTok. This in line with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines, which we are updating to support the best user experience. Oh, I played my merch drop. I played my brand new merch drop at nationmerch.com. And you know what? It might actually not have been the video. It very well could have been my words. Because theoretically, in my opinion, technically, I didn't say anything in the video that would have indicated that you need to go here. It was more or less talking about the news. Which any person with a brain that's not TikTok AI would know that, yes, you would go to that. I don't think there's a website at the end. I have the website everywhere plastered on that. It didn't pop up. Because the one thing, Bailey, on TikTok's end, it takes what you actually say versus what is actually seen. Scanning audio is way easier because it takes up less gigabyte or just RAM, just a lot less processing power. So it's one of those things. I very well could restart the live. I just kind of don't want to. I don't mind. Like we're sitting here. It's gonna be like another quarter and a half. It's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Let me close my TikTok live stream, TikTok chat. No, it's just still gonna pull the same thing. I know, TikTok being TikTok, man. No fun TikTok. My God. Max Crosby's had himself a day. 5 tackles and 2 sacks. Geno Smith, the Raiders offense, starting at the 30-yard line. Ashton Genty runs to the right. Needs to follow his blockers. He's going to get about 4 yards here. No. You can mention Twitch all day. People are too scared to mention it. AV, what is good? Welcome in. How you doing today? Thank you so much for winning the heartbeat. Geno Smith under center, pyramid formation again. Geno Smith passes it or hands it off to Ashton Genty. He's going to be caught right at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman with the tackle for 1 yard. No, you can mention Twitch. Streamers are so scared to like, oh, it's the purple app. I have not seen any any rise or any decline when I mention the purple app or Twitch for that matter. I don't see any decline. People are just too superstitious. I'm just saying you can follow me on Twitch. I have my link like right at the bottom of all my streams. Like, I've had it there forever. I've had my links on there. People are too scared and nobody wants to test it out. Geno Smith under pressure. He's going to take a sack on 3rd and 5. I'm not going to lie. I think Geno Smith might be the most sacked quarterback on 3rd down. Like, genuinely. He's been sacked 2 or 3 times just this game on 3rd down. And just having watched all the other games over the previous 12 games, like, yeah. Or technically 11 games. Yeah, it was Thule again, dude. How did Thule get in there again? Oh, man. I also need to find a good place for this tree, man. I kind of want to change my setup just so that you guys can see my tree. I might do that. AJ Cole. Deep punt. Caught at the 22-yard line. Oh, my gosh. Run up the sideline. Down at the 40-yard line here. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that the Chargers can just run the ball a little bit more so that they can, what is it? What do I want them to do? I'm hoping that they can run the ball more just so they can kill more clock. Yes, so Bailey, let me show you here, just so that you know. So Bailey, this is my Nationer hoodie here, okay? This is my Nationer hoodie, okay? This size that I have here is a medium, okay? I'm going to put it on for you just so you can see how it fits. This is pretty tight. Not tight, it's snug. It's not like I'm like, but it is like, this fits me like perfectly. Now, if I were to get some more muscle and start working my way up to a large, this probably will end up not fitting me. But as of right now, it does fit me. Like, I still have enough room. So, like, if you are worried with, like, the oversized, they probably, like, if you, let's say you're a medium and medium fits you and, like, everything else, grab a medium. But if you want, like, a little extra size, like, don't get medium expecting it to be oversized. Like, you should go up a size more. So, like, let's say if I want a little bit more space, instead of a medium, I would order a large for me, like in this case, right? So, like, let's say I wanted some more, I just wanted, like, a big, comfier hoodie. Like, this is a hoodie that I'd probably wear, like, walking. But if I want something, like, chill at home or whatever, then run a size larger. That's what I would do. I'm blind. Bird box challenge. I'm blind. Okay, Nationers, we are coming back. But yeah, I hope that helps. By the way, Bailey, I know it can be kind of difficult, especially ordering merch, especially on websites that, you know, you're not, like, exactly familiar with. So super happy to hear that. Super happy to answer any questions that you may have. It seems like my live stream is still hitting the recommended, at least. I mean, there's still people still coming in, which is good. 1st and 10 for Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense. They're at the 40-yard line of their side of the field. Justin Herbert, 10 of 4, 14 for 104 yards, taking a few sacks last drive. He's going to take this one on his feet. No flag. Good. Thank the word. Not too hard of a hit. Jeremy Chin just tapping him down, you know, Justin Herbert's helmet kind of right through the legs. You know how it goes. But 2nd down coming up. Is there anyone open? Max Crosby? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how I don't know how that was not a hold. They're showing a replay here of what would have been a potential hold, but the back judge looking right at it, Max Crosby's like that. Matlock in motion. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Vidal run to the left for him. following his lead blockers. He's going to get a half yard. 3rd and 6 coming up. Can the Raiders get a stop here, man? Can they get a stop? This is huge. This is huge. 6 minutes left in this third quarter. What do Jim Harbaugh and this Chargers team have in store on 3rd down? Is this one going to go to Ladd McConkey, 3rd down warrior? I don't know what it is with white slot receivers, but 3rd and Renfro and Ladd, give me the ball on 3rd downy. Ladd 3rd downy. I don't know. I'm trying to get a 3rd down name for him. But here they go. It's going to be a blitz. Jeremy Chin dropping down. Jeremy Chin's like playing like a linebacker position. He's playing like a nickel safety. No, it is not. It's going to be Harvey with the catch. A little slant route on the backside. You could even call it the weak side of the formation. Like this is basketball, but weak side on the right. Slides it in. Harvey. Like, nice catch. Going to get down at the 45-yard line here. I feel like I don't know. It's kind of rough. I might have to restart the TikTok live. Would you guys be mad at me if I restarted the TikTok live? I might have to restart it potentially, Nations. I might. Here we go. Run up the middle for Vidal. He's going to get about 3 yards. I might have to restart the TikTok live, guys. I might. Let me see what happens. Okay. Okay, that did not end it. I started up again. Okay, maybe. Oh no, hold on. Here they go. Ladd McConkey. No, excuse me. Oh my gosh, it's Patterson. He's inside the 15-yard line. Oh my word. How do I get my TikTok chat? It just says live visibility. Okay. Okay, but now I don't see any of the chat. That's the issue. I just don't see any of the chat. Let's see here. Let's see what I could do. I don't see any of the chat, and you guys aren't going to see any of the chat either. Hold on. Let's see. I might have to go up onto like another page. Justin Herbert, run to left for Patterson. He's going to get about 3 yards here on 1st down. They need to get to the 5 for a 1st down here. Very possible. I don't see. Okay. We're here. We are so here. All right. I'm in the stream. I'm going to type my dad joined. Yo, let's just see. Oh, that's so crazy. I do not see any of my chat here on the TikTok live. Oh, that's so bad. My dad joined. Saptio joined. I joined on my 2nd account. I'm going to have to watch on here. By the way, thank you so much, Studian Marcos. Knight Rider, welcome back. How you doing today? We got Vidal with a run. It's 2nd and 7. He's going to get about 6 yards. My dad became the number 2 gifter. It stopped. Yeah, well, the one thing, Dad, when I was promoting my merch, the live visibility got restricted, so like it would not go to any like For You pages. And so I just restarted it to for it to technically be a new stream. So it's we're here now. That's why we're here. Leave some likes on the live stream. Try and get back up to like 70 viewers again. That was kind of not too fun. And my chat's not working with it anyways. McConkey in motion. They're going back to him. No, they're not. Justin Herbert steps up inside the pocket, rolling to his left. Pylon. It's Ladd McConkey. He gets it this time. They ran a great route. I thought they would try and catch him in the flat route, but they catch him at the pylon, and they get a touchdown, Nationers. They get a touchdown. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. They get a touchdown. McConkey's 5th receiving touchdown of this season, 2nd in the past 3 games. Ladd McConkey on a little rollout, finds him at the pylon. Got to get your other hand up, Landon Roberts. Got to get it up. I think he got 2 feet in. I don't think that I don't think one of them was up at that time. Justin Herbert got shot. By the way, Mexican Jew, welcome in. How are you doing today? How are you? How are you? Let me go ahead and hide that. You guys can watch the YouTube chat here. Are we watching the game? We are, Rob Dog. We are. We are. I'm going to make it 21. I know it's technically 20 right now, but they're not missing this extra point. They almost did. Brian, yes, the Raiders are losing by 14 here with about a quarter and some change left to go. But they score. The Chargers pass game looking strong. The run game looking really, really strong too. So Raiders don't have 3 wins. I'm getting chemically castrated. Going to be a bet with a buddy. Oh, Manny, that's an awful bet to say yes to. There's not many games in this back half of the season that I think we're in favor of, even given our not just our record, but with how we're playing. Because you have the Broncos next week, you have the Eagles after that, then you have the Texans, then you got the Giants, which that might be your iffy third win. Then you have the Chiefs again for the second time this season. So, and I imagine those Chiefs are going to be looking for a playoff spot. That Giants game's probably going to be a barn burner just in terms of like who's buns, like who can out-ass the ass. But then on the other side, the Eagles they're vying for every win that they can get. And I think their defense is absolutely going to eat the Raiders up. But then also you're looking in terms of like the Broncos, like, I don't know, maybe they look iffy. You know, they play Denver or they play Washington tonight. That should be pretty interesting. JSN, how is he doing? His oh man, what the JSN is okay, he's got 2 for 23 now, but not great. He needs like 80 more yards to keep his averages up. But Rob Dog, yes, we are doing play-by-play for the game. James Cook the third. I told you, man. Maybe it wasn't against them, actually. Maybe it was who was it? Oh, the Buffalo Bills. I was seeing the other side of things. Damn. Josh Allen legacy game, 8 of 14, 61 passing yards, a touchdown, and INT. Honestly, I've never seen a more sweaty Josh Allen game than I just seen now. Oh, and you got Keon Coleman? Oh. No kid. Oh, extra point is no good. Damn. The Bears. None of your business. Love your name, by the way. By the way, thank you guys again so much for being here. We got 141 of you guys in the stream. We are in game break right now. We're looking at a few other games. We have the Las Vegas Raiders down 7-21 against the Chargers with 2:23 left in the third. The Buffalo Bills are up. They just missed an extra point, 16-7 against the Steelers with 9 minutes left in the third. The Minnesota Vikings are down 0-19. Mind you, the Minnesota Vikings are playing backup quarterback, Max Brosmer. This is like a guy you get deep. You know, it's so bad that one Desmond Ritter's not in. Like, Desmond Ritter, in my mind, is probably a better quarterback than Max Brosmer. At least I've heard of him. But he's thrown for 42 yards. He's got a 19.6 QBR, which is not great. But he has not thrown an interception, which he's at least doing better than 9. But here we go. 7-21 ball game here. Dylan Laube with the return here. We come for that number 1 pick. It's gonna be rough. I don't imagine the Titans winning another game, but they've shown promise that they could. Today, maybe not so much. But Chad Powers, what would I need to stop, by the way? Should I keep going? So, yeah, what would you like me to stop? Well, the stream went down for a split second. We were just looking at a few, different games and whatnot. I might pull up like the TikTok chat and whatnot. If I can, I might pull it up on the right side of the page for you guys. 1st and 10 for the Raiders offense. Play action for Ashton Genty. Seen this play plenty of times. Check down for Ashton Genty. A little low. Needs to break a tackle. Going to find himself with a 1-yard completion here. Nothing too outstanding here. TikTok. Let's see. Stop wearing that hat and buy a powder blue with a bolt on it. It's pretty interesting, man. I know nothing about you to listen to what you have to say, but welcome in, Chad Powers. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully Thanksgiving was good for you and your family. But yeah, man, there's no reason to come into any stream and just say shit like that, dude. Makes absolutely no sense. Here we go. Ashton Genty. I think it was a pitch or a screen. Looked like it was a screen because there was a bunch of guards. There's a bunch of people over to the right side, but nobody actually guarding the team, of course. Guarding the people. You already know how it goes as Raiders fans. I'm trying to see if I can get the chat pulled up for you guys here. So you guys can actually see your guys' names and faces and all of that good stuff. Yeah, this should be good. This should be good. I think you guys... I don't know where the chats are. All love, chat. All love. You went to toe? What do you mean, Lorraine? Sorry. Let me see. I'm trying to get the chat pulled up for you guys because it kind of went down there for a second, but I'm not seeing. Feel free to chat just so we can get the chat moving, Nationers. There's a flag on the play. Obviously they're going to call, Chargers are going to call a timeout. Interesting. Maybe they had 12 men on the field. That's typically why you'd call something like that. I'm going to do a quick test. Test to see. Yeah, all the chat should come through. But all love, Chad. Here we go, Nationers. 3rd and 1. Crucial down here. Ashton Gentile, a little screen pass. Chargers call a timeout. Looks like they needed a minute to rejuvenate their defense. But yes, Marv, welcome in. How are you doing today? I think if I have that chat up, I should be pretty good. I kind of also don't like knowing how many people are watching. I just like having fun, enjoying it. We have 150 people in this stream right now. If you guys are here, get some 07s up in chat, regardless of what team you root for. 2 tight ends set to the right. Geno Smith on a rollout. Oh, Jack Betch? No, yeah, I don't think it's a PI by any means. 4th and 1 coming up. I don't think the Raiders go for this. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Once you'll dude welcome in, and Crosby should be a Charger. I think you guys are good on the defensive line. Maybe Mac's a little old, but he's still looking pretty solid here, I would say. He's still looking real solid. Pete Carroll on 4th and 1. He's going to go for it. Okay. Let's see what the Raiders got in store on a 4th and 1. I guarantee you this is going to be a QB sneak. Guarantee it. They watch enough film. They already know what it is. Could be a pitch out to the left, though. Ashton Gentile is deep. It's a run to left. Do these teams just never learn? It's 4th and 1. QB sneak it like every time, dude. What? Oh my gosh. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, mind you, you got to have that block, 46. You got to have that block, man. You have to have that block. You cannot be sitting there knowing that you need to get an outside lever to push him in and just not. Come on, man. Get in the weight room. I'm 162 pounds right now. I'll make the goddamn block. I'll put a shoulder into. I'll take a kneecap. Okay? A little Dan Campbell style. You know what I mean? Man. 4th and 1. Don't convert. The Raiders give the ball back to the Chargers with great field position in their own territory. But Vidal going to be tackled for a loss of 1 on 1st down. By the way, Kilmog, welcome in. Also, we got so many of you guys in here. I hope that you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Just trying to get you guys a nice chat here for you guys. It's not too late to become a different fan of a NFL team. No, that's fair, chat. I mean, I root for the Raiders through and through regardless. But I just enjoy good football, man. I enjoy good football. Crosby flee, run to an actual team. Be tough. He's under contract. They'd have to trade him. Trade cut, which they're not cutting him. They're not taking on his dead cap space. Being the most paid person on the team other than Geno Smith. So, no, I appreciate it, Chad. Be a Charger. There's 11 of us. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Chargers could probably use a few fan base, a few fans on their side of things. End of the 3rd here, Nationers. Head into game break. Welcome to Carolina, Crosby. I mean, it's going to be, this offseason is going to be very interesting because at least like last season, the Raiders had somewhat of a direction. Okay, let's go get a quarterback, whether we draft one, whether we go obviously trade for one in Geno Smith. So you're like, okay, you did that. You made the move. It hasn't panned out, which mind you, you at least made a move. You at least just didn't sit there in purgatory and were like, maybe just the quarterback will want to sign with us. So, you know, with that being said, what is the direction this offseason? It looks a lot different. We've talked about it a lot. I'm not going to go into depth about all of it right now. But we've talked about it like every stream. The stream, I just don't prefer to talk about it because I mentioned the same thing. I mentioned the same thing for like the past 6 weeks. But I don't think Gino was necessarily a bad move. I don't think it's panned out, I think, how they would have liked it to, especially for the money that they're giving him and whatnot. I mean, 37 mil and an extension for the next 2 after this one. You didn't give up a whole lot for him, which I'm not mad about, but you just take on a lot for his money, and that's kind of tough. Gino ain't able to put a number, put together a sentence by 45. He might have like onset dementia by like next season. But the hard part is that knowing that Gino had not been good for like 8 to 10 years prior to him going to Seattle, it should have been a telltale sign. Mind you, I think the decision-making is still iffy. I like his height, but yeah, the O-line has not been great. When the first 4 weeks when he had a good O-line, he was slinging that thing. But injury-ridden season with the line, with losing Brock Bowers when you actually had a line, and then your bad receivers not being able to get a lot of separation, it is just a recipe for disaster. And it's like, he's not good enough to just go make a move himself and like carry a team like it's not like an MVP would. Like, let's say, like, Patrick Mahomes could do a lot with nothing on most teams, like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Like, they could do a lot with nothing. Gino's definitely just not one of those guys. But you actually have a lot of weapons around him. Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty. But even those, Brock Bowers is injured for a good chunk of the season. Ashton Genty is just behind an O-line that doesn't know how to block. So it's a lot of star power without the... Imagine this. It is the Bugatti inside of a trailer park. That is that. I think Raiders recruited don't know what they be doing. It's never been good. We've drafted decently well over the past 2 years, but we've just been going for like the best person at that position, which I don't mind, but I would like maybe some more direction this offseason, hopefully. Justin Herbert on 3rd and 6. Wow! Oh, they're going to call Ladd McConkey out, man. What a catch, dude. Like, way over the shoulder like this. I don't even think he saw the ball. He just put his hands up. Ladd McConkey only scored once. What a catch, dude. Over the shoulder. He was out of bounds. That's fair. Make AOC the starter and pick up an O-line. Yeah, if you think AOC is actually going to be a starter on most teams, you'd be a little delusional. And that's coming from an AOC fan. They're going to take a field goal on this one, Nation. Let's see if this one goes in. 4th and 6. Cameron Dicker, the kicker. Here we go. Highest field goal percentage in the NFL, and he only adds to it. Most Raiders fans in LA are so hostile. Luckily, I'm not in LA. Lucas Rickles, no. Ladd McConkey only scored 1 touchdown. It was the last one to get them from 14 to 21. My friends keep joking about my height. How tall are you, Daniel? Bro, I had McConkey in playoffs. Him in fantasy, and his touchdown sealed my lot. Oh, Carson, that sucks, man. Well, luckily, he didn't have 2 touchdowns. He almost had 2, but it was picked. What was it? AOC's also, he's out for today's game, for anyone curious. He's just an emergency quarterback, which most teams could actually have. So he's considered out, but he's an emergency quarterback just in case. I'm 6'7", so, oh, right. That's fair, Daniel. But yeah, what's most important, Nationers, is that, don't get me wrong, I like AOC. I'm a huge AOC fan. I really liked watching him play last year. Like, he kept us in a lot of games. I have high respect for the Purdue guy. But the one thing is, he was injured and on IR with a hand injury. It's not like a knee injury where it's like he can somewhat still throw the ball. This guy could not throw the ball for 2 months. That is a lot of time to not be actually practicing with anyone. Mind you, I'm sure over the past, few weeks he's been able to throw, but he did not throw for 2 months, Nationers. Chad Powers, thank you so much for hitting that follow button, by the way. I have the Seahawks kicker, and oh my God, he is going off. I mean, 26-0 right now. They just scored another touchdown. How did they get to 26? Oh, JSN, man, averages are going down, but it happens. It happens. Every good player is going to have an off game. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Miami Vikings secondary is great. So it was kind of to be expected. But Max Bros was throwing 3 interceptions. Sam Darnold said nothing. I'm glad I had Joe Burrow in. And thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I need to add lights to the top. Or I might rotate it because, as you can see, like this little section right here doesn't really have much. Kind of looks like the Grinch tree. They were 4th and 1. And I thought I was about to get 4 points, and then they went for it. Yeah, field goal, 9, 12, and then 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that seems about right. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of shit product they keep putting on the field. That's fair, Al. I'm with you there, man. I'm with you there. Kylie, yeah, it's a good sweep for the Chargers. That Monday Night Football game was really fun to watch. I know when Khalil Mack's elbow decided to just not exist anymore. That's great, Al. Let your frustration out, man. I'm sure you look a lot older than I do. I'm sure your patience has ran up. I don't blame you. But yeah. I kind of expected the Chargers to sweep us. I mean, maybe not going into that first game, because that first game is like they're coming off like an iffy win with like the the Chiefs. I would say they got lucky in a lot of ways against that Chiefs, because like Quentin Johnson decided to actually catch a ball, and then for the subsequent few weeks he decided to remember how to catch a ball, and then after that he forgot how to. So good on him though. I'm glad that he's at least found his position in this offense for sure. Because man, I could watch Quentin Johnson dropping ball highlights all day. Not because I hate the guy, just because it is kind of funny. But 1st and 10 here, Nationers, at the 35-yard line. Looks like it was a touchback. Yeah, touchback in the end zone. I think that's just the easy way. Don't let him kick it out. Just put him at the 35-yard line. Let it be what it is. I guess it's better that we lose, right? Exactly, Marty. Exactly. Jets won a game today. Saints almost won a game. Very good that you win it. 1st and 10 here, under center. 2 wide receivers set to left. Tyler Lockett in motion. Brock Bowers. Oh, I've seen this play before. Yep, I've seen that play before. That was the exact same play that Brock Bowers got his first catch on. Basically where he leaks out. They caught it that time. They were able to guard it pretty good. But Brock Bowers with a little crossing route. But unfortunately going to be batted at the line of scrimmage, intended for Ashton Genty. Not that I need him on fantasy, but I would need him on fantasy if I were losing by a lot. But I am not. But that's okay. But yeah, Marty, it is good that we do lose just for a higher draft pick. Obviously, the Cleveland game, one of us has to win. Little screen pass for Dante Thornton. He remembers how to catch a ball. A little high step. Oh, and he gets rocked by Molden right at the line to gain. 1st and 10 for the Raiders coming up. We're in the 4th quarter now, by the way, just to put that in perspective. Can the Raiders mount a comeback? A 17-point comeback? 17 unanswered point comeback? It could happen. But yeah, the Giants game later this season is going to be interesting, and interesting to see if the Saints or Titans can win another game. Because the hard part is we're not going to get ahead of the Titans unless they win 2 more games, because we beat the Titans, so they hold the game breaker against us. Geno Smith, play action, rollout. Ian Thomas across the middle in that zone. 1st and 10 comes to a 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. No, Brian. We're not talking playoffs here, my guy. We are not talking playoffs here, my guy. We're talking draft picks. See, the Raiders are 2-9 right now. We're not making the playoffs, okay? We're not making the playoffs. If you thought that the Giants were making the playoffs, or I was considering the Giants to be a playoff team, we're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the draft that happens in April. But Coach, welcome in. Marty, thank you so much for that follow button. Autism, utilize Brock Bowers more. I mean, he's just been guarded at every play, dude. He's been guarded every play. He's your number 1 receiver as a tight end. He's been guarded every play. Other than the few plays that he's actually caught a good ball. Like the touchdown. The touchdown he wasn't guarded on. Geno Smith. Low catch for Ashton Genty across the middle. Flip pass. 1st and 10. They actually got a first down on a catch of Trey Tucker at the line on a little dig route PA comeback. Just reminded me of the presser with the Colts coach saying playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. Are you talking practice? We talking about practice? A little AI reference there. A little reference. 2nd and 5 coming up. Ashton Genty in pyramid formation. Geno Smith under center. 2 tight ends set to each side. Receiver set to each side. Run to the left for Ashton Genty. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Why do we keep rotating out our guards, dude? Like, put a guard in and keep him in. we have Mafi, who's a second-string left guard playing right guard right now. We also have Caleb Rogers getting reps, and Mafi just lets the guy come through. That makes no sense. No, you're good. You're good. I know that that's what you're thinking of. Walter, what's good? How are you doing today? 3rd and 6 coming up after the loss of 1. Ashton Genty flips his position to the right side to the left side. Trips right formation. Brock Bowers, single receiver to the left. I like him more at his tight end position than being out wide, personally. Smith looking across the middle for none other than Seahawks legend Tyler Lockett. Very nice by the slot receiver there. He's going to get a first down and some change. The Raiders are driving. They're at the they're at the LA 22-yard line. Now, a touchdown will be good here. A 17-point comeback is a little unlikely, but 11 minutes left. It's not unlikely that it's still possible, but unlikely because it's the Raiders. But, yeah. Unfortunately, Brian, I had the Raiders going 10-7 this year with everything that they had. A lot of injuries have not helped. Brock Bowers, Trey Tucker to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Screen pass for Ashton Genty. Breaks 1 tackle. Pass of 20. Down after a gain of 5. Also like it because the Chargers were known for it. that is fair. Now, you're not any Eagles defense or the Giants defense by any means, but you never know. Yeah, little screen pass for Ashton Genty here. We have been our guards and our tackles, just anyone on any side of the screen that we're passing it to, it has been near impossible to get off our blocks. Hey, yes, yo, dude, I'm a Chargers fan. We're winning right now. That's awesome, Omeezy. You guys are winning 7-24. Geno Smith and shotgun looking to the boundary. It's going to be Jack Betch. He's technically not down. He's going to get what? Oh, my gosh, you idiot ref, dude. He's not down. He caught the ball free-willed, not touchdown. He got back up and got another 5 yards, but the ref's like, yeah, you thought. You thought. What are you doing? The ref is actually so blind. The ref is so blind. They mark him at the 11 when he's down more at like the 5 or 6 yard line. The ref is so blind. He's watching it right in front of him. He marked him to throw the challenge flag, Pete. Throw the challenge flag. Tyler Lockett in motion. Zone coverage by the defense. Geno Smith across the middle for Trey Tucker. He's going to be down at the 3 yard line. 2 yard line, maybe. Okay. Omeezy, yeah, no, I'm a Chargers fan wearing a Raiders hat right now. Yeah. 100%. Trey Tucker, a little sitting in that zone. Oh, lovely. Glad that they were able to connect. Can't challenge blown whistle. You could challenge you could challenge where the down yardage is. But I get it. It's not too big of a deal. At least we can get a first down at the 1. Ashton Genty, a little pitch pass, goes for -1 yard. I could be wrong, coach. Maybe you can't, but blown whistle's a little rough. I guess there's nothing really to play for. Technically, you could do the line again. What made you a Raiders fan? I was more or less born into it, Chef. Matt Davenport, great to see you in here. Thank you so much for that follow button. I got to spill a river sign? Huh? Here we go. Geno Smith in shotgun, 3 wide receivers, bunch formation to left, looking for Brock Bowers, and he gets a touchdown! Wow, Brock Bowers is 2 for 2 on 50-50 balls. There is a flag on the play. Oh, no. Timeout, Chargers. Oh, my God. The Chargers called a fucking timeout, dude. The Chargers called a fucking timeout. How, man? That is... Oh, man. Are they giving him that one? Are they giving... Who called a timeout on, like, Thanksgiving when it was, like, way past the time that you could? Oh, Antonio Gates. Very nice. I'm a huge Antonio Gates fan. Always love watching him. Tony Gonzalez back in the day, too. Jimmy Graham. Jordy Nelson. Oh, I was a big tight end fan. Dwight Freeney. No way they got the timeout off, dude. I mean, they definitely were so confused. Jim Harbaugh, oh, man, he was 2 for 2 on 50-50 balls. Do they go back again for him? I think they go inside and not outside. Never mind, the linebacker shaded over, so they're not going to Brock Bowers here. Trey Tucker in motion. Yeah, it's man, but that linebacker shaded over. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did exactly what I thought they were doing. They did exactly what I thought they were doing. Brock Bauer is going to get called for a pass interference technically on the defense with him in there. But yeah, they did exactly. So here is my thought, was that instead of going outside for a 50-50, they're going to go inside because they were playing outside coverage already. But the linebacker shifted over, and I assumed that that's where they were going to go. But then once the linebacker shifted over, they were not going to go there, but they still went there, got the PI call, pass interference on the defense, first down at the 1-yard line. So first and goal for the Raiders after a called back touchdown. Yeah, I knew immediately that was going to be. Brock Bowers didn't even get his head around because he was just getting blocked. I also don't like this yellow line in the end zone. It looks like the first down line. Geno Smith under center, and he trips. It's just comical at this point, man. I can't wait for Brandon Perna to make a highlight compilation of just Geno stumbles like that. Will you make I have a question. Will you make for dinner for you? Omizi, when we type our messages, we got to reread them. You got to proofread them. I don't know what you're asking, Omizi. Second and goal from the 6-yard line now. Mendoza might be a Raider. I mean, I could still see the Saints drafting one. I mean, I know they drafted Tyler Shuck. They got Spencer Latt the year before, but I mean, I could see it. Oh my gosh, Brock Bowers! Oh my God! That is the most insane touchdown I've seen this year. Oh my God. A one-handed catch at the ankles. Brock Bowers, he's got stickum, dude. He's getting either drug tested or he's getting banned for using stickum, dude. A one-handed catch at his ankles, dude. I think it's still going to stand. There's a possibility that it like touched the ground. I don't think it touched the ground though. Oh my gosh. 242. That's insane, dude. That is an insane catch, dude. That might be the best touchdown all season, other than like the Alex Tesla one in like week 2 or no, week 1 against the Packers. Like that touchdown is insane. Toe tap one-handed full extension. This is up there though. This might be 2 to that. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hey, guess what I play? I was a football player. Nice, Omizi. What position did you play? Yeah, very, very well, Maddie. I mean, it very could be Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza. The Giants are drafting one. The Titans are drafting one. The only team ahead of us right now in draft picks right now is technically the Saints, which that one's just kind of like. That one's mainly due to just like, what are they going to do? Like, I don't know. They very well could be like the Bills or something and whatnot, where they draft like, or I guess, never mind. Sorry, that's a fucking lie. You know, it very well could be like a case like the Chicago Bears, where they just keep drafting a quarterback until they hit on one. I'm on a Survivor League. A lot of people pick Chargers, wouldn't mind them losing. I'm already, the comeback. The comeback is here, okay? The comeback is here. Let me tell you. But Omizi, you played quarterback. Very nice. Very, very nice. I played quarterback in a flag football league back in the day. Back when I was in like 4th grade. I actually really loved playing flag football. Way better than tackle football. Not because of the tackling, but just because you're like, ooh. Is the quarterback class even good next season? So here's the thing, Windsor. I've heard a lot of people mention that it's like a meh quarterback class, but then I've also been people being like, oh man, like maybe there's like 1 or 2 good quarterbacks that they can really choose from. But I've also heard that the draft class last year was kind of meh, and it's like still turned out pretty good. I mean, last year's probably less star power, but probably better highs, I would say. The Raiders loser out of the playoffs. I mean, Barrett, mathematically, yes, they're out of the playoffs, but I think it's been like 3 weeks since they've been out of the playoffs, Barrett. I love the optimism, though, and that's coming from a very optimistic person. But yeah, I've just heard a lot about this draft class. I don't watch any college football enough to, like, know. So, like, you guys can name names all day. I would not know. I mean, I know who's, like, favorites, but people are, like, throwing in, like, other names. Are like, oh, you could go get this guy from, like, Tennessee. I'm like, Joey Aguilar. I'm like, okay. I'm like, first time I heard about him today. But I think it really depends on the style. I don't think situation is too bad in college for a lot of quarterbacks. I think, obviously, the stars, you have to look at a lot of your stars. I would not draft a quarterback from OSU, though. That's probably what I would not do. If Whaley wins this game and every other game, they would make the playoffs. The Raiders would not make the playoffs if they win every game out from here. They would need a lot of help because they're already at the back of the hunt, right? They would need a lot of help, by the way. They would need, like, the Chargers to, like, lose out. They would need the Chiefs to lose out. They would need a lot. Like, they would need so much help. Like, that's... I guess you need to cheat that Raider hat. Change that Raiders hat to a Chargers hat. Unfortunately, that's not something I can do, Omizi. Yeah, it would just be, like, mathematically, they could still make the playoffs, but they need so many teams to, like, lose out. Because they would need the Broncos to win the entire division. They would need every division winner to win and any divisional matchup that they're playing to lose. They would need a lot. But yeah, Josh Allen always going to get a run. 76 career rushing yard, most by QB all time. That's actually insane. Josh Allen, 76 rushing touchdowns. That's kind of cool. Wow. Yeah, you would also need, like, Buffalo to lose out because technically they're at 7-4 right now. You would need them to lose because then we'd be 3-9. You have 5 games left. You have 4 games left. 5 games left. Yeah. Run for Vidal here. He's going to get nothing on second down. Loss of 4. So yeah, you would need to win this game first and foremost. You need the Steelers to win. You would need the Steelers to also win out, or the Ravens. Well, technically, you need the Steelers to win, so you need them to win the AFC North. You would need the Ravens to lose out. You need the Bengals to lose out. The Raiders out. You need every, like, team that's not in the playoffs right now to lose. By the way, who has the ball? The Chargers have the ball. You can see that on the play-by-play right here. JP Bowers, what a great catch. I'm alive, but you want to be in my life too. Omizi. Interesting chats by you, I'll say that. 3rd and 8 here. Justin Herbert in shotgun. Deep drop back. Steps up into the pocket. Rolls out to the right. Looking at the sticks. He finds none other than all-reliable Lad McConkey. Somebody needed to say that they need 54 yards for their under. And he's at 39 right now. I don't know if that's updated technically, but they need him. They need him bad. No, I mean, Marty, we invite all fans regardless of who they root for. I think it's just Omizi being like, oh, do you want to be in my life? I'm like, that's a little creepy. But nonetheless, they are in the 4th quarter, by the way, Daniela. You might be able to see, it's real tiny. I understand if you can't see it. But they're in the 4th quarter. They have 5:32 left. Run up the middle 4. Vidal, he's going to run it back. Justin Herbert lead blocking here. Vidal's going to somehow get by with about 7 yards on first down here. Vidal, he's had a great game. He's got 120 yards. I mean, mind you, 59 of those came on one play, but even then, to let up another handful of yards is crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, with that being said here, how are they going to fare here? 2nd and 3. I think the Chargers are just trying to run out a lot of clock here, make some good plays, and it's all for nothing. That's very fair. I mean, last year was all for nothing too, but at least he had better stats. Tackle for loss by none other than the tackle for loss machine, Eastern Michigan State. Central Michigan. What call? Fuck. What call did he go to? I'm even lost at this point. Why is there a fly in here? Ah! It is Eastern Michigan State. I had it right. Need Ladd to get another touchdown. I mean, he almost had one in the first quarter, and it got picked. Eastern Michigan State. Max Crosby in for the tackle for loss. Brings up 3rd and 4 here. Bunch trips formation to the right. Single receiver to the left. Looking to the right. He finds Quentin Johnson. First down at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Quentin Johnson's second catch of the game, if I'm not wrong. Justin Herbert got hit. Patterson into the game for Vidal. Justin. Oh, Justin Herbert. I don't know if like a coach is getting penalized or nothing. Max Crosby might have got a late hit on Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert got up and he's like 30 seconds after the catch. Oh, did Max Crosby? Oh, that's how Justin Herbert got onto the ground. I thought he got hit. Personal foul. Max Crosby, first down. So they're going to be down at the 26-yard line now. Yeah, they're trying to get this play call. Good for how well worth it. Yeah, it's like it's not going to cost them the game by any means. I'm a 49ers fan, but let's go Chargers. Hey, I don't blame you, David. Good win today, by the way. Yeah, they're taking a replay here. So didn't get hit on the initial throw. I think Max Crosby was complaining, or Justin Herbert. Oh, Justin Herbert was getting into Max Crosby's face. Max Crosby just shoved him onto the ground. I feel like we played better than usual, but still sad. Still bad. Yeah, our defense definitely looked good in some elements, but the one thing is we've looked good in glimpses. We have not looked good consistently over the course of 60 minutes. And that has been a huge issue. That has been like a huge issue. Offensively, I mean, we've looked all right. The run game still looks pretty abysmal, but that just kind of is what it is. I don't know. The one thing is the decision-making. Like, we keep playing Mafi at right guard, and then we'll put Caleb Rogers in for a drive. Like, they're splitting drives. Like, what are we doing? This isn't like basketball where you're sharing minutes. Like, unless Caleb Rogers is, like, getting back into the mix of things, but, like, maybe just have him play, like, the second half or something. Or, like, the entire first quarter. Then the third. You know, I don't know. It's just, like, the mixing of guards just makes no sense. So, I'm sure he's still, like, ramping back up into football, but it just makes no sense why they're like splitting, not snaps, but like they're splitting time at right guard. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, yeah, with that being said, we're watching a Coca-Cola commercial here. But Nation, I do want to thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that follow button because every single time that the Raiders play, we are doing watch parties. So with that being said, make sure to hit that follow button to not miss out on any of my Raiders watch parties that we have every week for the Raiders games. We have the Broncos coming up next week, the Eagles after that, then the Texans, highly potent defense, then the Giants, very interesting for that draft pick. So that's going to be a game that you're not going to want to miss. And then to end off the season, we have the Chiefs in week 18 at home. That is it. But yes, Nation, I'm not ending the stream by any means. We'll play out the game, of course. There's really not much to talk about. Like, it's not like Shadur Sanders where like, oh man, like, did he have a good game? Like, we talked about that thing for like an hour and a half after the stream, which kind of funny with how things went today. Attitude adjustment. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the Nation. Welcome to the realest community on the internet. But yeah, I mean, I tried putting into a lot of things into perspective, and you know, I'm a petty guy. I think it's part of the Gemini in me, but it is very funny. Okay, it's very funny when, you know, I stand my ground on whatever I say, and you know, you had a lot of people being like, "Man, come on, you're just hating." Like, he had a good game. Like, yeah, he had a good game, but I'm putting in perspective that other than 3 big plays, really nothing else was beyond 2 yards. And, you know, you got to put that into perspective. And yeah, saw that today where like 50% of his yards came on the last four plays, or at least 50 yards of some sorts came in the last 4 plays, 4 throws of his. So yeah, game's back. I don't think the game's back quite yet. Maybe you're slightly ahead, but YouTube TV is pretty good. And we're back now. We were just watching babies get sent through a table. So that's what we were doing. But yeah, next week, Nationers, we still have another late game. I'm glad. I'm loving these 1 o'clocks, by the way. The Chargers have the ball right now, Vincent. They're driving. They're at the 26-yard line right now, Vincent. But yeah, we have 3:48 left in the fourth. Looks like they're going to just try and run down this clock. First down definitely gets them to 2-minute warning. First down after that definitely gets them this game over. Another run up the middle for Vidal. He's going to get close to the first down. He's going to be 3 yards shy. It's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 coming up. I got you, Vincent. Welcome in, Nation. I hope that you guys are doing well. It's so great to see you guys in here. Vidal running up the stats right now. 7-yard run for him. Oh, Joe and Justin Herbert. I love the flop, man. Love the flop. Like, Justin Herbert's a tough guy. In no way he's actually... Justin Herbert ain't shaking his hand. Oh, man. You'll love to see it. Is Vegas going to get the ball back? Chances are a little unlikely depending on this first down. They have 2 timeouts. Like, they definitely will get the ball back. But I just don't think they're going to have much time to do anything. That's a first down on a Harvey jet sweep. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. That's going to bring this time. I think the Raiders are going to call a timeout here. Fortunately, cannot show the game, Tony. My apologies. Fortunately, cannot. Raiders are going to take a timeout here, Nationers. I do want to remind you, I won't show anything, but I'm just gonna put up some things here for you guys so you guys can see. But feel free to go to this website. Got a handful of a new merch collection. That's all that I'll say. Hopefully, I don't get live restricted. You had 12.5 handicap. I got it in at 9.5, so I'm fine right now. I think they might still kick the field goal, which would not help you. Well, actually would help you. Yeah, I think I got in at 9.5 on a prediction market of some sorts. Put like 55 cents because that's all I could put in. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's looking like that's going to hit as of right now. Nonetheless, though, Nationers, 1st and 10 for the Chargers offense. 2:58 left in the fourth. Patterson with a run to the left. He's going to get about 1 yard. 2. Now, Nationers, here's where it becomes big. Do the Raiders take a timeout? They do. You take a timeout on 1st and 2nd down regardless. Because 3rd down, depending on what they do on 3rd down, it doesn't really matter as long as you stop them on 1st and 2nd. Also, CBS Yamin Yamal, 60-minute interview. That should be kind of good. Woo! Alrighty, Nationers. Again, make sure to hit that follow button in case you guys haven't already. Raiders are out of timeouts right now. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Chargers offense with 2:53 left to play. They have one more timeout. Like we noted earlier, Justin Herbert looks like he might have sprained his ring finger on his non-throwing hand. He's looked a little uncomfortable, at least throwing today. He's only thrown 20 passes, which is probably on the lower end of his career. Usually throws a lot. Oh, Daniel, yes, sir. It is already there. 5 minutes into it. Very nice. Gadsden in motion. Patterson set to the left. 2 receivers set to each side. 2nd and 8. Max Crosby trying to get in on the pursuit. Pitch out to Patterson to the left. He's going to get a first down. He is going to get a first down. Now, here's the thing, Nationers. They're going to go kick it, man. They're going to go in and they're not going to kick it, but they're going to try and punch it in. That's what I meant to say. They're going to go try and punch this one in because this game is pretty much over. Now, obviously, it is technically a 10-point game. If you score a touchdown here, you can make it a 17-point game, which is 3 scores. So, by any means, you are punching this one in, Nationers. You are punching this one in. Ashton Jeanty has 31 yards of rushing, but as a team, the Raiders only have 25 yards of rushing. So interesting. Matlock in motion. No, that's not Matlock. They have 2 fullbacks on their team. They're taking up a roster spots. I love it. Patterson runs to the left. Jonah Lalu or Lakai Fotu in on the hit before the line of scrimmage, but unfortunately not able to get the tackle. Patterson down at the line of scrimmage. 2-minute warning, Nationers. Here we go. Mexican Jew. I know. I cannot be mad about 2 and 10. Given that the Jets won right before the end of regulation, the Raiders are definitely getting, here's the thing. The Raiders are definitely getting helped a lot for a better draft position, and somehow we might still fuck it up. But it's going to depend on that Giants game, and really depends on how like Washington and Arizona and all of them play. Because, like, let's say we beat the Giants. We're still going to be ahead of Cleveland and the Jets, but how Arizona's iffy, Washington's iffy. See, here's the thing. I don't know how people are able to draft Dante Moore. He's only a sophomore in college. You have to play 3 years, so I don't know if something Dante Moore drafts. Is he, See, I've like seen, yeah, okay, I've seen a lot of people have mentioned him. I don't mind Dante Moore. He's just a little skinnier build and a little shorter of a quarterback. I would prefer a more stockier, taller quarterback, in my opinion. But I like him at Oregon. Brock Bowers got both catches, mind you. Not both touchdowns, but the one that got called back from a timeout and then the one at the ankles, those were crazy. I would prefer Mendoza over Moore, personally. He's only a sophomore, though. How is he able to, yeah, he's a sophomore. How is he able to, be eligible for the draft? Does anyone know how? Because you have to play 3 years in college football. Asher Jetty touchdown for $800. Sorry, Chris, that's not happening. Chargers are going to try and score. No, they're going to try and score here, Vincent. One of two reasons. Because if you're only up by 10 and you give the ball back, even with a field goal, so let's say you go up 13, right? Go up 13. That's still a 2-score game. They could go down, they could go score, and then easy, right? But the other side of it is that you go up a touchdown here because then you're up 3 scores at least. Now, mind you, miss the extra point, makes it a little bit more difficult to do a 2-score game. But regardless, you go here and go score a touchdown. Because getting the ball back an additional 2 times is very difficult. Getting it back once is just 1 onside kick, but to do 2 is kind of nuts. So, with that being said, 2nd and goal here. Are the Raiders making the playoffs, Tyler? Maybe in like 2032. Maybe, Tyler. Talk to me then. Justin Herbert in shotgun. Run for Patterson. He's going to find himself the end zone. Yeah, they're going to mark it as a touchdown. Yeah, looks like he got in. Why haven't you benched Geno? Because I have no decision in that, Danny. Plus, Geno Smith is still your best quarterback. Yes, Vincent. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They needed a touchdown, Vincent. Maybe they get down there and Gentry will score, Chris. I mean, it's possible. I mean, 155 with no timeouts is still possible. No, I know what you mean, Danny. But Geno Smith is still your best quarterback on your team. My Titans are in the same situation. That's fair. I mean, you guys put some heat onto the Seahawks last week, which is crazy. I'm more of a doggy guy. Why guy? Yeah. I'll hit you up after. Hey, Danny, I'm from Washington, so like I enjoy seeing the Seahawks success, of course. I enjoy seeing it. 31-14 score there after the Patterson 3-yard run. Yeah, guys, I update the score after the extra point or 2-point conversion, depending on what they do. Because one thing is, like, I hate having to change it because sometimes I've been missing so many extra points and whatnot. So I've just decided that after any extra point or 2-point conversion or whatever it is, I'll change the score because then I just have to do it once and not twice, if that makes sense. But yeah. Who's my college team? I'm probably an Oregon guy. I have a hat there. I have a hat over there. Do you think they get rid of Pete? No. Broncos is going to blow the Commanders. I think the Broncos will win. I don't think they're going to be blowing them out, though. I think it's like a 24-13 game. Raiders announce a new head coach. Get me out there. Oh, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the nation. Welcome to the realest on the internet. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, number 11. Where'd he go to college? Where'd Cameron Dicker go to college? He went to college in Texas. They played a little bit better without Chip. Yeah, it's hard to install like a bunch. Like you do what you can. I think that's most important. Raheem Mostert bringing this one back. He's going to bring it out to the 34-yard line with 1:48 left in the 4th. A Chinese new head coach being named Win Wong Soon. Yeah, honestly. How did Gino not speak up about Chip's play calling? I don't know. I also think the hard part, Ron Con, is Gino was also like under a microscope last week after like, the flipping off incidents, like whether he was flipping off fans, which like I haven't seen a photo that's like shown him flipping off fans. It very well could have been Cleveland Brown fans, but it's not a good look either way. Geno Smith and shotgun 1st and 10. Can you guys guess what happened? Take a guess. He got sacked. Number 48 on the defense, Bud Dupree, the 12th year man out of Kentucky. He gets another sack in on the game. But yeah, I think it would have been kind of hard. I don't think Chip's play calling was great. I like Chip, don't get me wrong. I mean, he coached in Oregon when they were in their prime with Marcus Mariota and all of them. When he went to the Eagles, my God, abysmal. Ashton Jeanty, another catch across the middle on 2nd and 17. He's going to get 5 yards back. Clock is running, though, so Ashton Jeanty needs to get up. Nationers, how is our Raiders rebuild? Again, Nationers, if you guys haven't already, feel free to go check out some of the Raiders rebuild that we have going on the Jared Hathaway Plus channel. This is a great time to go subscribe to that channel here, Nationers. Great channel. We're doing a Raiders rebuild. We have Raiders rebuild and watch parties every single week. So with that being said, 3rd and 13 goes incomplete for Trey Tucker. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, Danny. Like, I said I like Chip Kelly. I didn't say I liked him as a coach, okay? I didn't say I liked him as a coach, Danny. Let's not mince our words here, okay? Take every word for what I'm saying. I like Chip Kelly. You added like condiments on chicken. Well, maybe not condiments on chicken, but a hot dog mustard on a hot dog. You added your own bias to it. I never said I like Chip Kelly's play calling. I said I like Chip Kelly. Why does everyone's career end with the Raiders, bro? We are like the morgue. We're like an endless purgatory, man. Endless purgatory. Endless purgatory, man. I mean, we've started some great careers. Amari Cooper, we drafted him, had a great career with us, ended up doing some decently good things on other teams, not anything crazy. But, down in Dallas and then down in Cleveland, had a crazy play over there in Buffalo last season. Yeah, so that's, and then also, what is it? Khalil Mack, obviously. Yeah, like a farm too. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how like Nate Hobbs does because like we drafted him, but we've also been really bad at drafting. Like every career starts and ends there, or like we actually start good people, or we draft good people. I mean, mind you, like Brock Bowers, like it would be really hard for him to like fail in the NFL. Same with like Ashton Jeanty. Like some guys you're taking hits on, like especially at the cornerback position or secondary position. Like Tyree Wilson, like I really liked him. I know he had an injury, but I really like the draft pick. He hasn't really manifested anything. What's your opinion on who we should draft? Yeah, Ernesto, good sweep by the Chargers. But yeah, the hard part, Elijah, is what they do with Geno. It's going to be very difficult to see what they do with Geno. That whatever they do with Geno in the offseason, whether they keep him or get rid of him, dictates a lot about what they're going to do in the draft. Well, now I have not really considered the option of that they keep Geno, okay? They go out and go draft a quarterback, right? They go out and go draft, let's say Mendoza, right? They go out and go draft him. Let Geno play until like the wheels kind of fall off. Let Mendoza come in. Just so like, kind of like the Jackson Dart experience a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ernesto, my guy, I get it. Like, I'm not bitter that you guys got a sweep. I've got it the first time that you put the broom emojis, by the way. I don't think Geno would ever want to stay. We hate him and he hates us. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Jackson Dart is Jackson Dart, though. I really like Jackson Dart at Ole Miss. I thought he'd be a great player in the, in the NFL. Given that it would take a little bit of time. But yeah, I understand why they obviously got rid of Brian Dable. Like, Jackson Dart has had a few concussions. They've not been able, I don't care about the leads in terms of like the Giants, but like they have not been able to keep Jackson Dart healthy. So, Yeah. I love when people say that we can like request trades as if like the trade deadline's like not already passed like 4 weeks ago. But I get what you mean, Ernesto. But yeah, it's gonna really depend. Like I really think that whatever they do with Geno in this offseason is gonna be highly indicative of what they do for the offseason. I do too. I think Max is still a Raider through and through. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, they're spending too much money on him. I don't really care about the money. He's still your best player. Like he still gets crazy tackle for losses. He's still like, he's by far your best player. But yeah, JB, I think they're already on that line of thought. I don't think that they like, man, they need to change something. Man, we should just give up. Like, JB, that just tells me I don't think you watch any games. Raiders should pick up JJ McCarthy. What is like an April Fool's prank? This would be like a Luka Doncic AD trade. Mind you, I'm wearing my Luka shirt. But yeah. And no, they should like stop being a team. I think that there's that's a rough one. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. Anywho, Nationers. If you guys haven't already, like I mentioned, Nation, this is a great time to go check out the Jared Hathaway Plus channel. I'm going to be posting, I posted today, a nice little, what do you call it? A nice little rebuild. Nation, we've been live for the watch party on YouTube. I also posted this video right here. We're doing a Raiders rebuild, Nationers. We're trying to make the playoffs. We're 5-6 right now with Kenny Pickett as our starting quarterback, by the way, Nationers. So, with that being said, feel free to go watch all of the videos, or just at least the recent video. I uploaded one, Jared Hathaway Plus. You can look it up on YouTube. If you guys also want to check out my main channel, that is Nationers, you guys can actually watch more videos, more excitement on my Jared Hathaway Plus channel. Trying to hit 4,200 subscribers by the end of the year. So, with that being said, feel free to go check out some videos, Nationers. I appreciate all your love and support over these weeks of the Raiders rebuild. But most importantly, Nationers, I have really appreciated you guys just tuning in each and every week, whether you guys have hit that follow button, all the conversations that we've had in terms of our, game. I know that there's a lot to be done in the offseason. I'm very much looking forward to that. Hope that you guys are as well. And most importantly, Nationers, I will see you guys next week for our matchup against the Denver Broncos, which is going to be happening at 1:05 Pacific Standard Time on Sunday against the Broncos in Mile High. Maybe they're back at the Raiders. I think they're back at, Yes, they're back home. Make sure to hit that follow button to not miss out on any action happening on the channel, Nationers. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for another live stream. And with that being said, Nationers, have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you guys are. I love you guys. See you guys soon. 07 and peace. Peace. Woo.